nigga be crispy. Yeah, hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take a girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at the teacher, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, that ass me poking. I'm sitting in the front, cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D.
You don't want to readjust yourself? Not even a little. You got on panties.
Is my clit hanging out? Is my JTing?
Not JTing. Pussy lips hanging out the side of your shorts.
There's so many things. So many different things. We got so many things.
Do we now?
That's what I want to do.
What up?
GOT.
Get JT working.
GOT. Game of Thrones?
Yeah. Let's get this together.
I'm ready to go. I heard you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Melly. That was crazy. I did not mean to do that to you, boo. I don't know. Somehow I'm going to blame
I be
Tahoe.
forgetting without the headphones how sensitive this shit is.
Y'all wrecked? You said we wrecked? Yeah. Everything good? You know what could be dope? If I get some more water, I'm definitely gonna need it. Mm-hmm. Just pass me the cart thing.
You are all in the camera.
Nah, get your dick out they face, bro. This is fucking ridiculous, and it's, yo, this nigga is killing me. Niggas had to unmute themselves like, come on, bro.
Hold up, Tahoe.
Give Trump some water, please. Dick McGee. It pretty much is at the bottom. Nasty work. Who's that, Gigi? This is my baby? Jesus Christ.
They said, all right, turn the mics off. Let's start the show.
Turn your mics off, son. Where Tanae at? Niggas is looking for... Niggas said, where's your adult?
Right.
Turn your mics off. Shut the fuck up. I said it 4 times. Y'all badass kids just like my students.
That's funny.
That was the point. Niggas like, I was talking so I couldn't hear the direction.
That's funny, though.
Child.
They said it's a hot boy summer.
It is, but nigga, like...
What?
I said a few inches, not a few feet. Like, this nigga... I said 2 inches. This nigga took a whole foot.
They saying that men now supposed to be wearing
The
booty
hoochie
shorts.
daddy shorts.
I got on coochie cutters. You know, I like
Nah,
to
that's
go to the
shit.
limit.
I can't look over there. So
I'm
that shit is
taking
a lot.
it to the limit.
Why you always got to do the most? Like, why can't you just do... Why can't you just be regular? You
like
always
being
got to
regular.
take it to the extreme.
I'm in there.
Actually,
Yeah, I
nothing
like
is
shit.
in there. The shit look like it's all about to fall out of there. That's what it looks like. Nigga said, I don't need to cross his legs. I'm fucking weak.
We haven't hung out in a while. I haven't seen y'all in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited.
So you decided to traumatize us?
Yeah. How you feeling, Sean? You all right?
I'm good.
You said that, you just looked at me. Don't act like that.
I mean, listen, I didn't get the same memo you got. I got linen pants on. I thought that was okay, but yeah.
You got the he got the taco meat out.
Yeah, Taco Tuesday.
Nah, that's not what we doing today. I miss y'all so much, but this is not what we doing today.
We back. It was a long little break that we had. I haven't seen y'all in a minute.
Been a minute, word.
You know what
Niggas
I'm
was
saying?
down bad.
We was down bad. I had the thing, then you had something.
I'd rather have what you had than have what I had. That
Really?
shit was
Oh, damn.
Bad?
bad.
Was that bad?
That was the worst. I have never experienced no shit like that before in my life.
And it wasn't a Rona?
Nah, it wasn't Rona. I will tell y'all what happened, but y'all gonna laugh at me, and y'all better not laugh at me.
Can't promise nothing.
Well, she was the queen of I ain't got Rona, you niggas sick.
wasn't
and then
the Rona,
next
though.
week, she gets sicker than Rona. So, I'm here for it. What is it? What happened?
So I had a viral infection.
Chest or down there? What? Sorry.
I didn't say a vaginal
Sorry.
infection.
Is it viral? I don't know. My bad. Sorry.
The fuck? No, I had a viral
Shouldn't be
infection.
happening to ladies.
Literally, I didn't eat for a week. Like, I could not eat anything. Like, the thought of food, the smell of food made me completely nauseous.
Nauseous. That thing in your mouth. Was
Yo,
just,
it was so
Bro,
bad.
I still got that.
I didn't eat at all. It was a very shitty time.
Wow.
It was bad though.
Nice.
No.
But you said you didn't eat. So whatever you was
I
in
was
there, you just
shitting
emptying
water.
your colon.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a good.
That's not fun.
Yeah.
What else was happening? So it was that. It was definitely the I had chills one night. That was random as fuck. The nausea was crazy. I didn't eat anything for a week.
Said that nigga pussy fat. I cannot. I cannot, yo. I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all listen, y'all being stubborn. You're like, no, I was in there before with the Discord or on the Patreon. They didn't do much. The Discord is where it's at. Yo,
Son,
it is
these
what it
niggas
is.
is bugged the
fact.
fuck out.
They have a whole community. Come in, join the Discord. Malcolm is fucking, yo, you're sick.
That's a sick motherfucker, bro.
Not as sick as you were, but I'm glad you're better.
Yeah, man. The last night was the worst.
Really?
I broke out in hives.
Damn.
What, like
Like
They
high,
like-
like yo. All right, so
like hitch?
I smoke, right? Especially at night to go to sleep. So after I smoked, my hands was itching crazy, like the palms of my hands. And I'm like, yo, why? Like, am I this high or am I really fucked up? Like, I'm washing my hands over and over and over again. Like, I'm holding water bottles and shit. Like, Gunner wasn't home. Parker wasn't home. Like, I was fucked up. I fell asleep finally. I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning. I went to the bathroom. My whole back, arms, stomach, everything, hives. I'm like, I'm dying. Like, this
God
is
sent you
death.
through leprosy, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
damn.
I freaking go back. I went to urgent care twice in a week. I went back to urgent care. The doctor was like, oh, that's a good thing. That means that the virus is leaving. That's the last step. I said, this is the last step, nigga? I've been shitting my brains out for a week.
Jesus
I
Christ.
didn't eat for a week. And the last step of this shit is for me to break out in hives. That's how I know the virus is leaving my body. Get Rona me. Give me the
Yeah,
Rona.
for real.
Give
So
me
what
the
was this
Rona,
thing
bro.
called?
Right.
It doesn't have a name.
Yeah, the monkey
I don't want no parts
No,
of
it wasn't monkeypox. The problem is, like, he was like, there are thousands of viral infections. Corona is just the one that's like on the main stage right now. Like, that's the bad bitch. But there are other viral infections, and I had some other shit.
Leave it to you trying to be special. Leave it to you.
This nigga is sick. What?
That's a lot, bro. Hives on the way out?
Hives on the way
right. Take
out,
that
my
with you
nigga.
on the way out the door.
Jesus, Lord have mercy.
God damn.
That shit was bad.
How's your week been?
My week's been good.
Fuck your week, nigga. Fuck out of here. Nigga went to Grenada with all my friends and shit. Nah, it was good. Y'all looked amazing. Y'all looked very beautiful.
Yeah, y'all looked really
Thanks,
nice.
You know what
man.
I'm saying? Seen y'all this weekend. Y'all came out yesterday. The other
Yeah.
day. You know what I'm saying? We did the Pineapple Express shit. That shit was crazy.
Shit
I
was
saw-
bananas.
Niggas, my fucking friends FaceTiming me like, bitch, you not here. Bitch, I'm a mother. My baby right here. Like, I'm busy.
There was kids out too.
No, it was. Last year, I went with Parker and Aaliyah. But this year, I was just like, Parker was coming home from Brooklyn. I'm like, last time she was bored. Like, she wanted to run around. And I don't want to.
So that's what I thought too. I didn't bring them all there first, and then I was out there. I seen all the kids. I hit up my folks. I was like, "Yo, drop it through."
Drop
You know
it
what I mean?
through.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, shit was a vibe. Super big vibe.
Yeah.
Line for the pineapples was like an hour.
yeah.
was like an
Crazy.
hour, and people actually stood in that line
Patiently.
Bananas.
patiently.
They was just chilling.
By the time, no, I see a couple people almost start fighting.
Oh, really?
Like, if you're gonna cut the line, and I know you, don't just hand me money.
Yeah.
Like over the counter, like yo, here,
yeah,
yo.
yeah,
I'm
make
like,
it
bro,
all
nah,
obvious.
son, yo, you gotta go to the back of the line. They looking at me like, yo, child, look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, you can't do it like that.
That's not how you
start
finesse
getting
it.
angry, especially women.
Of course.
Women waiting in 88-degree weather.
Yeah, nah.
But most times when they got to the front of the line, they would like, you know, get a little pissed, but I give them a little customer service. I'm laughing, I'm joking, make them drink some while I'm making the drink. You know what I mean? Giving them giving them a vibe and all that. And then by the end of me making it and all that, they take their good sip, and I'm like, yo, was it worth the wait? And definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh,
Always worth
that's
the wait, yeah.
that's a big. But I got a question for y'all,
What's up?
and I don't know how to act. I actually ruined my night, ruined my entire night.
No.
I hired my crew a week before the thing, right? The morning of, I hit everybody, told everybody what time we're gonna be. Bacon was there, he helped. Toro was there, Melly was there. And my main guy that I've always been sending to do Pineapple Express events
Yeah.
didn't
Dubbed your
respond.
shit?
Didn't respond at 10 when I hit him. Didn't respond at 11 when I called back. And then by then, now I'm making runs, doing whatever we got to do. I told him he had to be there at 12:30. At 2:35, he texted me, I can't make it.
Niggas.
By now, the line is already
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes.
Wow.
Now, this is a person that I know can do every step of the
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
And everybody else is moving accordingly. Like, Bacon was doing
Yeah.
his thing. Toro was doing his thing. Melly's doing her thing. We all doing what we got to do. But my main guy that I know can work the station like I can just didn't show up. And he worked it last year, so he knows we're talking thousands of people. What I want to know is, because I work with him,
Yeah.
how's that conversation go? Because especially from a person like you, because you have employees, you work, you know, you have people you send places to represent you. Because now you got to remember, I'm contracted by this business that depends on me. They made 3-4 times what they spent. They made a lot of money. I made a lot of money. But the potential
Could have been better.
was
Could've
by
been
less
more,
by
right.
thousands.
Yeah.
Thousands of dollars was left on the table because I could not physically process what
Damn, I feel bad. I'm standing there like, damn, he just need like another person.
just one person did. Yeah.
Wow. So I'm a benefit of the doubt kind of nigga. So I'm gonna be calm at first. I'm gonna be pissed in my head, but I'm gonna be calm. Like, yo, what happened? You know what I mean? I'm gonna allow whoever it is, if it's a friend, if he's normally reliable, I'm gonna allow him to be like, yo, something. You know what I mean? Something. It was an emergency. Something happened. My kid, whatever. But depending on what he say, like, you know, I ain't the type to black out on somebody, but I could definitely got levels of being pissed. Like that shit.
He's never missed a link before. Not once.
So I give him the
So
benefit of the
something
doubt,
must
but
have
I'm
happened. You gotta
curious.
ask
Yeah,
him.
something. But
But
still,
what if he's just like, yo, I don't know
what
I
he
don't
could
think anybody
say.
would do that though. Like, I feel like if you respect the person that you're working for, like, that's one of them situations was like, lie to me. Just lie to me.
So you-
Tell me something to make
you
me
broke
feel
out in
better.
hives.
Right.
It was
Like,
the last
lie to
day.
me.
It was the last day of a viral infection, bro.
You would have had to break out at like 10 a.m. and then pass out and wake up at 2:30.
Right.
What happened between that time? Yeah, let me
10,
know.
And I could have tried to make
Could have
another
got somebody
link or
else.
something.
Yeah.
You hit me at 2:30.
It's
I'm
done.
done.
Who you gonna call at that point?
Both hands is in the pineapples now.
Sam.
Josh, how you doing?
I'm
This
good.
conversation.
I think that I would literally ask what happened, and depending on the answer is going to depend on if I trust you with my business moving forward. But again, like, you got to have a real good fucking excuse for me to be like, I understand we can still move forward. But if the excuse is bullshit, it's like, I understand moving forward, like, I can't do this with you anymore because I can't have you put me in that position again. Like,
fucked up.
you fucking up my bread. Like, you fucking up the church's money. We don't play with the money. We play with a lot of things, but we don't play with the dollars. So thank you for all of your service thus far. I'm gonna find somebody else.
Yo, it fuck up the money and the customer service because it's
Yeah.
like now you got a line that is longer than it should have been. You know what I mean?
And the line is always normally long.
Right.
But we're talking about from 35 minutes to 50,
Yeah.
55. And I did the math. We did 40 pineapples an hour.
Damn.
That means every minute and a half, we were making a drink and giving it. making a drink, giving it. Because sometimes I'm making 3 at a time.
Yeah.
So we're literally making 38. We make 38 drinks every hour. We left 100 on the table. We sold 300 and something. 100 was left. Those would have been eaten up.
Yep.
Like we would have sold out at like 7, 8 if he was
Yeah.
there. And everybody would have sold more. The restaurant would have sold their drinks more now because once I'm finished, people looking for something to drink, they'd have wound up going across the street. You know what I'm saying?
There's a trickle effect. It's a,
So
it's
the shit
a
fucked
domino
everything.
effect.
It fucked everything up. Now, one thing is, the restaurant did. And shout out to y'all. I love y'all. Y'all know what it is. But they did tell me, look, we had to cut the budget for you. So because of that, I had to cut my budget. So now I'm less. If I would have had 2 more people instead of just 1. So is it their fault or is it mine? Or is it his?
It's still his fault.
Depending on the reasoning why. Like, it gotta be a good ass reason. Like, you had to be like in fucking urgent care. Like, you had to be bleeding out your eyes out. Cause like, it gotta be a real
Me and
good
him work
reason.
together often. So do
Yeah.
I have an attitude with him now? Like what?
You don't have to have- don't have an attitude.
I feel away. So I'm trying to figure out the energy because I see him tonight. I gotta go to work. I'm gonna see him tonight. He gonna be like, and he might just be like, yo, yeah, I couldn't. My baby.
Oh, he
was
work
like,
with
nah.
you? Work with
Yeah.
you? Oh.
Yo, my baby mother was like, I couldn't leave. You couldn't tell me that at 10, 11?
Yeah. I mean,
You ain't hit me till 2:30. There's gotta like where you
I think
got.
we shouldn't project, and I think that you should just wait and have a conversation with him and be like, yo, bro, what happened? But like, don't come to him like crazy, but just like, yo, what happened yesterday? I needed you. You let me down.
I can't think of what he could say other than being passed out somewhere.
Yeah,
for 4 hours.
other than that.
How you not communicate with me from 10 to 2? You know what I mean?
2:30.
Yeah.
Nigga, 2:30 and 2 is different. 'Cause that's all right. Hour and a half late. You 2 hours late now. That shit hurt, nigga.
Yeah.
Y'all heard the episode last week. I don't know if Trump. You heard it?
I
I
did.
didn't hear it yet.
Josh said she heard it.
I did.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
I thought it was very dark.
I don't think it's as dark as you thought it was. I
I
think
did-
it was dark at times, and then at times you like
Well,
pulled the
Malcolm-
comedy into it.
In the Discord, Malcolm fucking went crazy on me.
Why?
Basically, he didn't go crazy on me. What happened was, I said something in the thing that it didn't have much clarity. When you're sitting there trying to record by yourself,
Yeah.
you're just going off the head. You're just
Yeah.
talking. So I didn't really think all the way through.
What did you say?
And it was about the shooting in
Oh, okay.
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, the school shooting.
And so he was like, yo, disclaimer for a very wild, what did he say? It was a very wild take.
Why, when you said that their parents deserved it?
See, my thing is this. So I cut it out. I went back and I cut that out.
Oh, you did?
The episode. But my thing was this. Texas and the way that they are
Yeah, the way that they
electing
move.
people, the way that they're moving as a unit.
I understood your thought
You
process.
understand what I'm
yeah.
saying? Sometimes you need, it was almost like a chicken's coming home to roost
Yeah.
type moment for me,
Yeah.
right? But I did think after reading a lot of, because I wasn't reading the Discord and I was going through my own things at the time, I did think, all right, you know what? There's a time and a place to be
A contrarian.
a contrarian or hold people to the fire.
Yeah.
Not while you're grieving your kids.
Yeah.
All right, right now, y'all going through enough right now. So I went back and I chopped that out of there. But yeah, I don't know how I was sad because it was the Mexican, they were people of color. Would y'all have been as sad if it was
A bunch of white kids.
I know that's a bad thing to say. It's a bad.
No,
it's a
no, no.
bad
No, I
point.
understand. I get where you're coming from. I think I get sad when it's kids. Period. Like I don't really make it a thing when they're children. But I did understand your thought process. Living in Texas, places like Texas and Florida, having the senators you have, the mayors that you have, the governors you have, like that shit is fucking crazy. And there's no way that y'all could continuously allow these people to be in control and literally have like in control over your children's lives. Like that's one of the reasons why like I'm happy I don't live in New York anymore, because I cannot live in a city with that type of mayor. Like, that shit will infuriate me. Like, I don't trust you with myself. I don't trust you with my safety. I don't trust you with the public safety. I gotta get the fuck up out of here. So I it's just difficult sometimes when you're saying things that you know you're not saying it with malicious intent, but you can also understand that it comes off malicious. It comes off like disheartening or distasteful, whatever. Me and my sister yesterday, we was watching a show on Netflix called Love on the Spectrum, about autistic people trying to find love and be in love or whatever. And I was telling her about like my admiration and almost like jealousy of autistic people, because I feel like they don't have to follow the social norms of society, and you understand why. Like, they have a sense of like honesty with no malice that the average Joe doesn't get. Like, you don't get those types of like allowances, or you don't get that type of grace. Like, listen, I'm not trying to be mean. This is really how I feel.
Right.
But when you're on the spectrum, it's like, oh, all right, we kind of get it. Like, you get like a little bit of an allowance, but it's just like, yo, bro, like, I wish I had that allowance sometimes, because it's mad shit I be wanting to say, but I'm like, damn, I can't say that because society is going to think this, or people are going to look at me like that, even though there's no malice behind it. So that's how I felt about your rant. I felt like it wasn't malicious.
I think I'm on the spectrum a little bit. Just a tiny bit.
I think a lot of people are on the spectrum a little bit.
I wouldn't be mad. My uncle passed.
Right.
He was definitely on the spectrum. My kid.
It's hereditary.
So I went through, but we did the genetics.
Yeah.
And they was like, no, you don't have the traits that your sons have.
Okay.
I don't know. You know?
There's a lot of people on the spectrum, and I mean, it is what it is.
Very quickly, I know. The shootings are going on all over the place. There's another shooting today.
Today?
Yeah.
There's another shooting today. 3 people
damn.
got shot. It was at a school, Xavier College graduation. A grandmother got shot. Some kids got shot. I think the grandmother passed.
Damn.
But I'm not sure what the situation was. It could have just, been whatever,
Could have been beef.
Who never know. I'm catching the motherfucker at graduation.
Right.
I don't know.
Child.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
But I got
mess.
an issue. I got another issue from last week that I want to discuss.
Okay.
And it's the thing about me and my dad. For a lot of y'all that listened last week, y'all heard that I had a little angst because I was going to my uncle's funeral.
Right. Right.
I go to the funeral. First thing is I go to my aunt's house. My aunt helped raise me. She's a wonderful person. My cousin was there.
Is that your mom's twin? No, this is your dad's
my
side.
dad's sister.
Okay.
Right? My dad comes down. He has toys in his hand for my kids. So he's like, yo, I got the kids this. Puts them on the table. And I'm just like, okay. Not, yo, how you doing? None of that. Yo, yeah, got the kids this. I'm like, okay. And he's like, all right, why aren't they here? And I'm like, they're in Atlanta. They had to go, they had vacation already. They left. He's like, oh, all right, I'll be right back. Dips upstairs. I'm sitting there. I'm just like, I'm looking at the toys and I'm like, these kids ain't played with toys.
I'm about to say, they're like 13.
This is almost 15 this year. You're not playing with this. What is this? But you would know if you called.
Right.
Because you don't have to have the issue. You may have a problem with me. But if you're thinking you want to have a relationship with them, and that's what you're doing, being performative with the toys, why didn't you just call them from once in a while? Just call. You know what I mean? Boom. But I feel, you know what? Some people try their way. And like I said,
Why
somebody
are you
told
buying
me.
14-year-old toys though?
Somebody told me, yo, Tahoe, you expect too much from people. Accept them for who they are.
Okay.
Stop expecting people to do it your way, whatever. Not paying attention. I like to pay attention to negative comments. I do. Lipstick Alley, y'all a little too much for me, so I don't. You know what I mean? It's a little too much. Sometimes y'all be too true, and I don't want to hear that.
Not too true, child.
Sometimes it's like, all right, you know what? You're right. Fuck it. Not talking to you no more. Because you ain't got the right to say that to me. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is you to be that right?
Fine. I finally broke my addiction to that too, so I'm proud of myself.
We wind up walking. So I realized at some point we're walking to the church. It's a block away. That he is trying to communicate with me, trying to fill me out. But I'm kind of being like straight to the point, just stoic. I'm not getting. I know what's happening right now. You're gonna try to get close. I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna try to form a relationship with you, and then you're gonna do some corny shit, and I'm just gonna be like, all right, fuck it, right? But he's, we get to the thing. We're all sitting. It's funny. There's nobody there. My uncle was a very quiet person, so it was just us 8 there. Big ass church, and we're all sitting in different pews. My aunt sitting here, my father sitting here, my cousin sitting here, I'm sitting here. They go to close the casket on my uncle. I stand up, just out of respect, yo, thank you for everything, Uncle Hugh. You know what I'm saying? Say what's up to my grandmother, whatever. And everybody starts standing around. My father comes stand next to me. Yo, you all right? I'm like, yeah, of course. He's like, yeah, man. When are you gonna be around this week? I want to talk to you. And I'm like, pretty much got a pretty busy weekend ahead of me. I do. Y'all know that. I had a busy weekend. I'm hosting something for the situationship on Saturday, on Sunday, whatever. Had a lot going on. He's like, all right, well, be nice to see you before I leave. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk much. Getting older, I'm like, all right, yeah, all right. He's like, I'm just, because he's going back to Virginia. He lives in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, all right. And it was a lot of awkward, I want to link with you conversation. So I said, yo, we're watching my uncle close right now. They like lowering his body in the casket. I said, bro, I understand what you're trying to say, and it's appreciated. It's love on your side. It's love on my side. And he blurts out in like an aggressive tone, well, show me then. Show me.
No way.
And everybody kind of like looks at us talking, and I'm just like put my head down a little bit. I'm just like, all right. I kind of give him a handshake, give him a hug, and I just felt like, yo, that shit ruined the whole shit for me.
Yeah.
That shit ruined the whole shit for me. Because my problem with the situation is, if you feel this strongly, why you don't just call? If you feel this strongly, why you don't just call? Right? After the thing, whatever, I feel away. The toys are still in the crib. We're walking back to the car. He's like, yo, you want to get the toys or you just going to leave them? I'm like, I'm going to get the toys. Of course I'm going to get the toys. I'm 50. I'm acting like a fucking kid now. Get the toys, bro. I come in there, have to get the toys. They close the door. Yo, you want to get a beer? I'm like, nah, I got to go. He's like, yo, it's just, all right, well. And I'm thinking, I'm like, is this guy, am I the one being stubborn now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because he's trying to connect. And he's trying, you can tell that there's resentment on his part, but there's also regret. So he's trying. He knows that this is his window to try. The way he's doing it might be a little fucked up, but it's coming because he's not a professional communicator, make-upper. He's not, you know what I mean? He lives away. He hasn't seen me. Every once in a while, he got one kid. Besides his, the wife, she had kids, and they, have kids, have brothers, whatever. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, you know what, bro? I'll take the beer with you. He's like, really? I bet. And like sprints off into the kitchen, which made me feel like, okay, the nigga really does feel this way. I have the drink with him. I wind up leaving. And yesterday, early morning, when I was making all my calls, I texted him because I hadn't seen him since. I haven't spoken to him since. I have been busy. I said, yo, I'm going to be over at the Street Fest if you want to see what I do. See what I'm, just whatever. Oh, nah, I'm going to just play the crib. My thing is, I've asked him to go to basketball games. I've asked him to go to bars. I can only see him if we're in his crib. That's it.
In his space, in the space where he feels comfortable.
And then my daughter was like, but you can't be mad at him if that's where he feels comfortable. You can't, if you want to have a relationship with him, you got to go to where he's at. Meet him halfway. I'm like, that's not halfway,
That's
though.
not halfway.
That's literally what I keep saying. I said, does he call you? No. Does he call your brothers? No. I said, so then that's my problem. Because I would feel much better if you left your comfort zone for at least them, and you already know the issue with me.
Right.
They 14. Them kids is 14. Autistic children, they not picking up the phone really to call nobody. They don't even know you like that.
Right.
But they look like you. More than they look like me. So why don't you call them? Why you don't call your granddaughter? Why you don't? She's like, yeah, but I think you dragging it. What do y'all think? Y'all heard the whole story. What y'all think?
I think that's his awkward way of trying. Like you said, he tried. In his mind, something is going on that's different than what's going on in your mind, and probably different than reality. You know what I mean? But he feels very close to what's going on in his mind, and he feels justified with his thoughts. I think.
But my daughter kind of agrees with him. My daughter said, "Well,
Really?
he's the older one now." He said, "When you're younger, he's supposed to look for you. When they get older, you're supposed to take care of them. Make sure that you're looking for them."
I kind of agree with that, but if it was never the other way around, that's when it gets. That's when it's like, all right, you never really took the role that you were supposed to earlier, so it's still kind of on you, right? Unfortunately, I think you just got to be the bigger person, which sucks, because you're the son and you never was on the receiving end of that flip side of what Dodge is saying and what. You know, where at one point he should have been the one reaching out, and then when he gets older, you reach out. You never got that at the younger point. But sometimes you just got to be the bigger person. Sometimes you got to be that bigger person constantly, more than you should. But I don't know what's going on in his head.
But I don't have that enzyme. You know, when you stop eating pork,
Yeah.
you don't have the enzyme to break it down.
Yeah.
I stopped caring about that. Like I'm good with the regret. I'm good with the missing part that I filled in with being a father and being a boyfriend and doing the things that I did, being, you know, creating and do the things that I do. These are my babies. These things, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'm not going to keep chasing a person that I don't even know like that, or try to get over the awkward shit in our relationship, or like I don't have that enzyme. If it was you and you and your dad fell out, I can see you saying, nigga, I will go to the end of the road to see my dad, talk to him. I know him. I've been around him. I've had this relationship with him. We're going to fix this. I can see that happening. I don't have that enzyme.
So I'm usually good with being a bigger person, but I'm not good with being persistent, especially when it comes to reaching out and communicating. I'm not the most communicative person. I don't reach out to people. So it's not that easy for me. I'm not saying that it is for you, but at least you could acknowledge that he's trying. In his weird, awkward way, he is trying. So that's why I'm like, all right, acknowledging that, maybe it could make it a little bit easier for you to be a bigger person, knowing that he's trying in his way. All right?
No. No.
Josh, hold on a second. Let's go to break. I really want to hear what you got to say. You've been over there kind of quiet. I'm interested in hearing what you got to say. Let's go to break. Okay. What do you have? I have this awkward situation with my dad. I don't really know what to think, what to do. He dubbed me yesterday, which really, that was another jab.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you ain't coming to none of my basketball games. And he said it when I was at the crib. He was like, yeah, you look like fit, like you still playing ball? You still playing ball? And in my head, I was like, my nigga, you never see me dunk. You never see me run up the court and do what I do. You know what I'm saying? You asking me about basketball? I'm 47.
I feel like too often we become slaves to our parents' approval, or we convince ourselves that we are supposed to do more than we are, regardless of how old you are. You're my dad. It is your responsibility, as well as mine, but mostly yours, to reach out to me. I'm your kid. I don't give a fuck if I'm 80. I'm still your kid. You have never taken the time to cultivate this relationship with me. Me continuously giving you all of these graces, it's problematic for me. And that's not fair, because then your inner child is always going to be like that when you're around your dad. Like, damn, like, and you said on the episode last week, like, I didn't have a dad. I've always wanted a dad, but I didn't have one. So why you're continuously allowing him to make excuses to control a narrative that he's never been in control of? He's never controlled the parenting narrative. So all of the graces and shit, you asked me to do something in your comfort zone, which was to have that beer with you. I obliged. I asked you to do something for me. You still can't after all of these years. So no, I would have told him about himself. I feel like me and my father's relationship was very much like that in the beginning, and it only got better because I really had to tell him about himself. I really had to pull his card face to face. Like, let me explain something to you. You can't start being a half-ass parent. We're going to forget about the past. You either going to be my dad from now moving on, or we could clip this whole shit and it could be a high and by relationship, because I'm not doing this with you. I'm not begging you to be my parent. Are you going to do it? Yes or no? Are you going to come out of your comfort zone? There are these kids here that matter too. They don't know their grandfather. I don't know my father. Nigga, I don't know you. Why don't I know you? And what are you going to do to cultivate that? Because you didn't do it as a child. So it's not my responsibility to do it as an adult. So this is what it is. We understand that life is short. You're getting older. I'm getting older. I'm 47 years old. Do you want to be my dad or no? Do you want to be my dad or no? Because if the answer is no, then I'm going to go to therapy. I'm going to go fix that shit the way I got to fix that shit. And when you die, don't look for me. Because you wasn't here in life. So what the fuck am I coming for?
My daughter said, don't respond the way she just responded. She said, go nice.
No, but she doesn't understand the history. This is 47 years of back history. And she's also not a parent. And she's also really young. So she's coming from a certain perspective. Because if you were in your 20s, I would have said that. So but you're not. You missed out on my whole life and my kids' whole lives. Like, I got 2 14-year-olds. I got a kid about to graduate from college. I'm 47. How many years am I going to chase you? And that's what you also have to explain to her. Like, when you get a little older, you might understand it differently. Because if you was chasing after me for 30-something years, you wouldn't have that narrative. That's not the way. That's not the energy that you would give off. Nobody would. But we do it because these are our parents, and we're told to like, oh, you have to respect your family and your parents. Even if they fuck you over time and time and time again, you have to give them graces. Those are your parents. Those are your elders. You know how many people in my family I clipped that I think about every day, and I refuse to pick up the phone because I have told y'all how you treat me, how I feel with the way that you treat me, and I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm not begging you to be my aunt. I'm not begging you to be my cousin. I'm not begging you to be my elder. I don't talk to none of the elders in my family. I only talk to the cousins. Aunts, uncles, most of the niggas is clipped. Because I've told y'all how you make me feel, and you have not done anything as the elders in my family to rectify that. So what am I chasing you for? I'm not chasing you forever. My therapist told me your family is what you make it. Your family is who you decide to be. You have relatives. You have people that you're related to, and that's fine. But that does not mean that you're my family just because we have the same last name, just because we have the same blood floating through our veins.
Tron, what do you think?
I think, Daj, your thoughts on this are 1,000% accurate. I couldn't agree more. The only thing where I differ is that you always got to think about who you're talking to. Because what you're saying makes a lot of sense, but if it's not received well, if it's not effective communication, depending on who you're talking to, if he don't receive it in a way that's constructive and it don't amount to nothing, then you got to think about that also. You know what I mean? At least I would. I'm like, all right, maybe he doesn't have the capacity to take in what I'm saying and it become fruitful like what happened to you and your dad.
And even if it doesn't become fruitful, that's perfectly fine. Because I'm not saying it for you. I'm saying it for me. So there's a lot of stuff that you probably still need to get out and let him know.
That's what I was saying
so
to my
let
daughter.
it out.
I said all this shit to my daughter, and she was like, you're not going to say that to him. And I was like,
and you
yeah, but
should.
You're asking, so you're telling me that my experience, I have to now cater it to his capacity of understanding what
his
he
intelligence,
did.
His emotional intelligence.
His emotion, like, will he be able to understand my experience? I just got to deal with that on my own.
No.
And then forgive him, forgive.
No.
And then go to his crib and then do all of these things. And I'm like, but he don't even call you. Mm. And at 21, you're already starting to experience what I've experienced up to this age. And I'm now being mad because you're going through it. And you're not even old enough to understand that you're going through that. Mm. Because if I ain't call you from 14 to 21, would you come looking for me?
Facts.
Mm-hmm. You would be like, nah.
Fuck that nigga. He ain't give a fuck about me, so now I don't give a fuck about you. But it's not. But that's the immature way to look at it. The mature way to look at it, at this point, I'd pull up to Virginia. Let me talk to you for a minute, my brother.
I was thinking about going down there.
I'm gonna pull up to Virginia. Let's have a talk. And understand that what happens after this conversation The ball is completely in your court. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to your lane. I'm bringing the ball. Now it's in your court. What you gonna do with it? This is what you did. This is how you made me feel. Regardless of my age, regardless of life situations, you're my parent. You didn't parent me. And I still feel some type of way about that. Because childhood trauma, that shit lasts. Mm-hmm. Even into your adult age. It's always gonna last. I'll come with you.
You're like, yo, I'm not. Could you just listen to her?
No, I'll come with you because, to be very honest, I have a very similar conversation that I need to have with a parent of mine as well. And the only thing, one of my aunts discouraged me from having the conversation. But now I'm at the point that I'm ready. And when I come, I'm coming with hellfire and fury. And it's up for everybody. And I already don't fuck with y'all like that. So it's not going to make me feel no type of way. But I feel like I got a lot of shit to get off my chest. The only problem is, and the only reason why I haven't done it yet, is because, and this is because y'all know I have two dads. My biological father and then the man that raised me. So this is for the man that raised me. This is all of the static for the Trinidadian side. The problem is, our past is very volatile. And we might end up scrapping. And I got to figure out what day I'm in the mood to fight my dad. Like, because the last time that we had a situation when I was 16, we fought. And it's like, I know me at this age and I know him at how he is. His mouth is crazy. I know it's going to be a yelling, screaming thing. And it might get violent. So do I really want to fight my daddy just to get this shit off my chest? I'm not sure yet. But one day it's going to happen.
All right. Well, we have so many things to talk about. Last week's episode was pretty cool to get all that stuff off my chest. I made sure that I said, yo, don't listen to this episode 1,000,000 times. Because it's just like, yo, Tyler's just unloading and all that. I could have went further. I had so much, you know what I mean? But every once in a while, I like to open up a little air filter and just let that shit go. Boo. What do y'all think about these hoochie daddy short things going on now? They're telling men they gotta wear very, very, very tight shorts. Tron, how you feel about that?
That's not, nobody said that.
They said that, yo, you see the guys that they posting these pictures and their thighs is all out?
First of
they
all,
nut huggers. What the hell?
I thoroughly appreciated your Insta story when it was Loon, Mouse, who was sitting there in Taki, and they all had their thighs out. I said, look at these black men with all their thighs out. Yes.
Out. Suns out, buns out. That's what they doing in the black community. But a lot of women are saying, yo, I don't like this show of femininity with these men. Y'all want to be like us? Now y'all going to be with sundresses next. Y'all already got purses. Y'all got purses. Y'all got your little ass booty shorts on. Your Daisy Duke wearing ass niggas. Tags going off.
Yo, Tax is not a good person for several reasons. You saw what he said about Gunna? No. I put up a happy birthday post for him on Twitter. The nigga Tax going right. Why I ain't meet this nigga yet? Let me find out you making up. You got an imaginary boyfriend. I'm like, why you ain't meet him yet, nigga?
You tell us
why you ain't meet him yet, nigga. Where you been
Tax
the last 5 years?
Like,
you ain't meet Parker either, nigga.
He talks like he could pull up.
Yo, he's fucking ridiculous. Why ain't meet him yet? You tell me, nigga.
Shit, sad.
But no, Tex was talking about niggas in their purses, and I was crying.
Bro, homie, you've been in for a while.
That nigga gonna come home to it. It's a different world.
It's a different world. You know what I'm saying?
And where
it's
you
a whole different
from.
world, bro. Yeah. What do you think though about these? What do you think? Is it metrosexual? Is it?
You know, there's always appropriate levels, and then there's going too far with it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna front. Like, I bought some swim trunks the other day. It's funny because we was talking about going on vacation and how many.
Finally got some new trunks.
And I'm like, oh shit, you're not supposed to wear the same shit over. You're not supposed to just hang it up in the shower and then let it dry and wear it the next. I'm like, oh. So I'm wearing them. So for my trip, I was like, oh, I need some trunk. I need some new shit every day, huh? You know what I mean? Be seeing the same people. I'm out here for a week. So I got some trunks.
That's what this beauty of these podcasts is, actually.
So
you pick some shit up.
Right.
I noticed that there's some good trunks, like a nice, expensive designer brand. So they had the short, the medium, and the long. Mm-hmm. So I got the medium. And I'm like, yo, it's a little bit more leg than I'm used to showing. But they look very adult. Good. They look very grown man-ish. Yes. Now, if I got the short ones, it might have been a little much. You know what I mean?
You tall
But the medium, like that, yeah, like that. That just hurt my eyes.
I seen him look down. I said, I got you, nigga.
Fuck. I'm like, God damn
Gotcha.
it. I can't erase that. I need to. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, there's levels. So like the medium joints, like, yeah, you could show. It don't have like the old days of the baggy basketball shit. We don't got to do that no more.
I've always hated them shits.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, just wear jeans.
Yeah.
Just wear jeans if you want to wear them. I love the thought nigga shorts. Like, I love them, love them, love them. It's something about a nigga with a good thigh, like that good thigh meat. Whoo, that shit fire. Last year, Gunna bought like, I want to say like 4 pairs of like the little hoochie shorts. I was like, yes. That shit excites me.
Around the house or like outside?
No, they outside. Like they not that short.
Oh, okay,
My nigga got thighs. That's a lot right there. But they short and he got the little thigh meat
Why you
out.
doing that with
And then
me?
if he like sitting in the car, he like kind of put his leg up into, you might see like his little boxes, and I'm like, they short enough. That's what's up.
So they talking about, they relating all of this to
Homophobia, because black women are
homophobia.
fucking ridiculous.
They're saying things about gender roles now. They're saying the men aren't grilling anymore because they're using the coal that you put in the grill to put on their hookah.
That's a fact though.
That's fine.
Y'all niggas need to start grilling again. Like, bring grilling back. Like, y'all gotta, come on, son. Y'all, we the uncles and the aunties now. We gotta do better.
My thing is, why can't women grill? Why is it a man thing? What happened? I thought the gender roles was all fucked up.
Gender
I thought we
roles,
said fuck
my
that.
gender roles ain't that fucked up. That nigga gonna be on that grill. I'm not grilling nothing.
Why?
The fuck?
Just one girl made a whole fucking Aunt Naima.
People are
did a
sick.
whole thread. Black men in your 30s. This is a plea to get your to get your grill skills up. We had a house full of Negroes yesterday, and when my boy who'd been holding the grill down for 3 hours while I handled all the prep had to leave, it took almost an hour to recruit a replacement. Not because people didn't feel like it, but because they were intimidated by the idea. And the next person was only on for about an hour because we've done so much food by then. My dude who set up started initially, man, the grill is 45. I never even asked if he could grill because of course he can grill. In my mind, apparently that ain't a given under a certain age.
It's not.
That's why that meme went viral about nobody having cookouts. Y'all losing skills, you're losing recipes. Grab your dad, your uncle, your brother-in-law, your big cousin, somebody this summer, and get them to show you how to keep them coals going, how to season the meat, and how to know when it's ready, how to keep the chicken juicy, and how to do some ribs. And I was prepared to take over if I had to, but I had my hands full managing the cooking rotation, having everything ready to go, and putting it out, blah, 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 blah. As much as I see men talking about
niggas
men, right.
grill. That's how it's supposed to be. Women prep, niggas grill. Get y'all dusty asses on the fucking grill. Like, that's real. That's really sick and sad. I don't like that. Cause when I grew up, the niggas grilled. The fuck?
This seems like it's a lot of y'all. When I do shit at my house, I prep the food and I cook the shit.
Right.
That's
you come
different.
and you just chill.
That's different.
You like, where's the liquor? You didn't even come with a 6-pack or nothing. You just come in.
I always
chew.
come with a bottle.
You
Lie
just
again.
come with you.
Lie again. I always come with a bottle. Do not
So,
call me tacky.
What's the science behind women prepping and men grilling? I don't mind gender roles if it makes sense. Like, what's the science behind it?
Yeah,
Gosh.
I'm sorry.
exactly. What is
The science behind it?
Yeah.
I don't think that there's a science behind it per se. Like, I just feel like if y'all was coming to my house, right, for a barbecue, I would prep, Gunna would grill. Like, I think that the lady of the house preps, the nigga grills. If you don't have a lady at the house, then you got to do all the shit by yourself.
The reason why I asked, this is the difference between doing shit because that's the way my grandma used to do it and my grandpa used to do it versus this makes sense. This is why we do it. I'm just asking why.
I don't know. Like, I feel like, and I say all the time that I'm not woke. I'm still very toxic in a lot of ways.
You ain't
And
sleep.
I'm very old school when it comes to certain things. And I know how I grew up. And I'm not no grilling ass bitch. Like, I'm not about to sit there and be
wrong with it? Nigga say he ain't
fucking
a grilling ass
what's the little
thongs?
juice? No, not the coal. The little
The songs?
the flame shit. The little juice shit that you on the
Oh,
coals.
Yeah.
The
Crazy that we
gasoline.
don't know the shit.
The
Now we looking like
lighter
we don't-
fluid.
The lighter fluid, right?
Yeah.
I'm not about to sit there and be. I remember my mom's. She
We ain't
used to
supposed
do
use
it.
lighter fluid to
She used to
Right,
do
yeah.
that shit. She used to put the lighter fluid on it, and then she'd be like, "Back up, and then she'll light the shit and throw it in and go whoosh.
Now that's
Sometimes
fire.
my ponytails be synthetic. Like, I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas want
All
from
right,
me.
so that's some science.
I'm not with
got-
nothing.
All right.
Nigga said something about propane.
I can take that.
Yeah.
I got a propane grill, but that's his grill. And the day that shit turned on is because that nigga turned that shit on. Like, I'm not playing with fire.
Somebody responded to Shorty's post and said, us black men ain't have no other black men around to show us how to do these things traditional men do. They was either dead, in jail, or being stepdads to another child while neglecting their own. All we had was athletes, rappers, and street niggas. That's the reason a lot of niggas can't change, tire, or build things. What do you think?
I tend to agree.
So,
and on top
how
of
do
that,
you learn?
Yeah, you got to learn from somewhere,
Father
right?
your sons.
My
That's how you learn.
my dad didn't grill, so it's not like I'm against grilling, but I'm not a grill master by any means. But when I think about it, like, nobody actually showed me how to grill. That don't make him a less of a man.
You don't never come, nigga. You've been to mad barbecues. You never come by the grill like, oh, how you do this? You never watch.
Nah, I've grilled before, but I'm not the grill master. I'm not going to, in a crowd of people,
on the grill.
In a crowd of people, I'm not going to be the one like, yo, I got next. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be that nigga. But the thing is, I'm like, yeah, my pops just never really touched. After breakfast, the nigga did not touch any food, preparation, cooking, anything.
I don't know. I just feel like we lost, like, the whole thought process of we lost recipes. I really think that's a real thing. I feel like there's certain foundational things of our culture that should move on forever. And I don't think that it's necessarily like gender roles. Maybe it is in a way, but there's some things that we should still be doing and we should still be solidifying. Like, everybody is like so bored. Like, all people care about is brunch and day parties. But when we were kids, we used to have fun. Our elders, they used to have fun doing things, having game nights, hosting dinners. You understand? Like, having fight nights and like little parties in the house. Like, we are the aunties and the uncles and the mommies and daddies now. And these are certain things within our community that we should still be pushing forward. Like, that's why one of the first things I did when I moved, the first thing I did was have a dinner party. I've always wanted to host a dinner party. Like, because that's like mad adult shit to do. Like, I want to host a brunch. I want to host barbecues at my house. Like,
you cook?
I want to bring it back. For the dinner party, I cooked everything.
Would have been okay if Gunna cooked?
It would have been okay, but I did not want him to. Because within myself, like, that's something I've always wanted to do. Like, you host, you greet everybody, you know, help me set the table. But other than that, like, I'm cooking everything.
I believe in some gender roles, but sometimes the nigga could cook better.
Which gender roles do y'all think is good?
I don't touch garbage if I don't have to. I'm not lifting up nothing heavy. I'm not breaking no nails.
Tron, what about gender roles?
I agree with those. Again, it makes sense. Like, if men got the physique, they're stronger, they could take out the trash. And plus, just dirty, nasty shit, it's just more gentlemanly, like, for the man to do it. Like, I still believe in chivalry. I believe in taking the trash out. I believe in opening doors. I believe in walking on a certain side of the street and just certain shit like that. For me, that stuff makes sense in some ways, right? But there's other things that don't make sense. It's like, yo, if the man is the better cook in the family, then yeah, shit. I don't give a fuck.
I think women should clean the bathroom.
I think women should clean bathrooms. I agree. I do believe that women should clean the bathroom because
women get into the
clean better.
They make sure your shit is spotless.
I'm a surface clean.
I think that I feel like women mostly are better at being the homemakers because they think about the little intricate things that niggas don't think about. So I think that that's something like when we moved, we separated the house. Like we designated rooms. That's why I got that big ass fucking couch. That was his room. So whatever happens in the room, I'm like, nigga, this is your room. You deal with it. He picked out the TV. He did the whole, y'all haven't been there in a while. He did like this whole like wood thing on the wall and like put together like this little floating show. I don't know. He be building shit. Have fun. Have at it. I did the bedroom. I did Parker's room, and I did all the bathrooms, and I did the kitchen, and I did the dining room. And we got all the shit that we needed. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if it was up to this nigga, he was like, yeah, nah, we gonna get I'm gonna pack the dishes and shit from my mom's house. I said, you gonna leave that shit at your mother's house? Don't you bring a motherfucking cup, knife, fork, plate in this bitch from leave your mama shit.
Not the hand me down.
Leave your mama shit. Like I was like, no. I was like, the kitchen needs a color scheme. We're gonna be doing some things.
What is the hand me down shit about people from the older people, man?
Child, I don't know.
She still be like, oh no, Val said she's gonna bring over this. Where you gonna put it? Why you keep taking people's shit?
Nope.
You don't have no room for none of this shit. She put a desk on top of a desk.
You not gonna fuck up the aesthetic of this house. Your motherfucking plates is floral and shit. No, that's not the theme. The theme is denim and gold. My plates look like denim. My silverware is gold. Stop playing with me.
Now what? Which ones are bad? Which gender roles are bad?
Which gender roles are bad?
Ones that y'all don't like, don't agree with?
So I do think that men should be more active in their kids' lives. Like even like something as simple as changing diapers. I think that men should be more hands-on. But however, I do feel like women are naturally more nurturing and are better homemakers. They're better at taking care of kids. There's nothing wrong with that. But in every relationship, it may be different. You know what I mean?
I don't think that women are better taking care of kids.
I'm not saying men shouldn't know how to do it, but yeah, that's a woman's job.
So for me, and I guess it's different when you
Cause y'all be getting in between the balls and all that.
Go, that's you. Yeah, we be cleaning the kids. Y'all niggas be like, go,
so
baby asshole.
But
itchy.
Tahoe, you could probably relate. Like if you are a parent and you're not with the mother, then when you have their kid, you got to do everything.
To the mother, to your moms.
That's exactly what niggas do. Disgusting.
Could you change it?
I was always in a
Nigga
position
shitting on himself.
where I had to do everything. I had to do the mother roles too, and I'm like, yo, there's a lot you could benefit from doing all that shit.
I totally 1000% agree. 1000%. I ain't gonna hold you. I am a fan of some gender roles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like most gender roles, I think they make sense when it comes to being the male head, paying bills, or just certain shit that is just like it seems I don't know, it seems masculine.
I feel like men should pay most of the bills.
See, that's the thing.
Like
this was an old thing, right? But now women are making the same amount of money as us.
Or
and that's
more.
what I'm confused about that to this day. We've had this conversation a million times. Oh, women need to do their hair, their nails. Like, yo, bro, y'all clothes cost $6. Like,
but the shoes, the bags, the
shoes,
hairs,
bags,
and the
cost
nails
$1,000.
is different.
But so all of our shit costs that much though. Men's jeans.
Y'all don't
be
even go
$300 a
shopping
pair
like
of
that. Y'all
jeans.
niggas be fucking recycling trunks.
So
Like, go to
that's
hell.
what you're saying. You
No more.
Fucking hell.
That's what they basically say.
Yeah.
Y'all know. So you be a bum,
Right?
And I'll go do all of these things,
Yes.
and look all nice.
You know what it
You'll be
is?
fine. Get a pack of white T-shirts.
No,
You'll be fine.
You know what it is? You be a bum for yourself. But if I go shopping for me, I'm picking my nigga up something regardless. Because you know your girl gonna take care of you. Who's in a relationship with a woman that have not bought them jeans, shirts, sneakers, hats? Like, if you with a bitch that haven't done, you a lie. Don't do my friend.
So she just bought. I ain't gonna hold you. I come in the other day. She's got a fucking bag with her. What the fuck is in this bag? She dumps shit. She's like, oh, I saw this stuff. A bunch of vacation clothes. I'm like, oh, her birthday coming. She won't go on vacation. That's how she tells me she wants to go on vacation. So please don't give me that, oh, she buys you stuff, things.
But she does.
Because
She done bought you
she
kicks.
knew-
She done bought you shirts and pants and everything. Y'all don't gotta. You worry about the bills, I'll dress you. You worry about the bills, I'll make sure everything else is good.
I ain't gonna
You
front.
take care of the bills.
I like that, and I know I'm not the typical nigga that's like a man should pay for everything, but I do like paying for everything, or at least most things. The only reason why I disagree with that sometimes is because, like Tahoe said, it ain't the same. It ain't the 1950s where the ladies are at home and they not making equal or sometimes better money than the dude. Sometimes if you live in a household, it just makes more financial sense for the household for everybody to contribute a little bit here and there.
I'll contribute something. Give me a
That's
bill
all
and
I'm
a half.
saying.
Give me
Yeah.
2 bills. I'll pay 2 bills in the house. You got the rest.
I got two or three more topics, and then we're going to get into Chelsea. Chelsea basically ran this episode. She has so many different topics. I want to make sure we get to it.
Okay.
All right? And then we got a new segment, too. We'll do the new segment after this. Well, we have 2 more topics before we get to the new segment. But since y'all talking about this, this I heard on Earn Your Leisure. Chelsea sent this.
Benefit of the relationship through increased net worth if a man is taking care of her in that relationship.
I mean, but the truth is, most men offer that because they don't bring anything else to the table. Men complain about women being gold diggers, and then you approach them on, fuck with me, baby, and I'm going to give you everything that you need. Because if it was just you by yourself, it may not be enough.
Yep.
So a lot of times men are making promises, grand gestures, because they know inside they may not be worthy enough.
They might not be worthy enough. Now, I believe that's true. because a man will start to judge himself based on his material possession.
Yeah.
Because he don't have any immaterial possession.
Absolutely.
He don't look at his intellect, his spirit, his soul, his confidence. It's just his intrinsic value.
Absolutely.
You understand me? Like for me, I know what my intrinsic value is, right? Like I know for a fact I'm a 101.
All right.
That's fire. Come on, black
them
men,
niggas was
speak.
spitting.
This is what I'm talking
spitting?
about.
Yeah, he
There's
articulated
niggas like
what I
that
was trying
exist
to
in the
say.
world, ladies. Go find them niggas.
But them niggas, so yo, it's a lot of us podcast niggas just be knowing what to say, but don't be knowing what to do. Niggas be on these podcasts, say all of this shit about being positive to any other, and then go cheat right after. Have they side bitch outside to come take him home.
Women
Drop
do the
him around the
same
corner
thing.
from his crib with his wife and his kids. Niggas be saying now. Am I hating? I'm hating.
You hating? It's giving hater. Let them talk their shit.
Regardless of what they do in their personal lives, they articulated it in a way that I couldn't. That's what I was trying to say when I was like, I don't like to buy a woman a drink at a bar because I don't want to lead with money, not because I'm being a cheap nigga.
Drink.
I don't want to lead. So there's a way that niggas do it where it's like they just spend the money. Well, hey, what you know what I mean? Hey,
Oh, me, I do that.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is okay. I'm a generous person, but I don't like to attract that kind of energy. Because there's a lot of energy out there that ladies that will take you for all your money and don't like you at all. You know what I mean? I try to avoid that. So I'm like, all right, he just articulated it better than I did.
I think that the reason I'm hating is because I realize that I make a good penny, and tricking or like spending money, it's not really a lot of money to me. I'm rather frugal when it comes to real life, like living life on every day. But when I'm out, I like having fun. You only live once.
Yep.
One day they're gonna lower you into the casket, and I like making sure that everybody's having fun. Everybody's not as blessed as me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I do those things, and they're not to get anything from nobody.
I got that.
They're not to like. You don't have to give me no pussy. You don't have to say nothing to me.
But I also feel like the chicks like you, or you know that they would like you anyway. You got that energy about you where it's different. It ain't like some niggas you could just tell. That's all they got is
Corny
the
niggas with
money.
money.
You know what I mean? That's all they
Yep.
got is the ability to buy you a drink. And they don't even like read the room. They don't even like make eye contact. They can't tell if this lady has any energy toward them or not. You know what I mean?
Can barely hold a conversation. Can barely speak and articulate yourself, but you have all this money.
Is this a man thing or is this a man and women thing? Because I feel like niggas learn that from being out in certain VIP spots that you behave a certain way, you're going to get a certain amount of attention.
I think it's a corny
lot
nigga
of
thing.
women are attracted to that guy. Regardless of whether they're just there trying to get him for his money, he will have 10 of them around him because he got the money for that. He will always be out with bad bitches. And so he learned the move to have that type of presence.
He will
So
always
is it
be-
just the men? Because what are them women going to do if he's not there? They're not going to talk to the niggas that like Trump. Sorry. Sorry.
I mean, I think it depends on the situation. I don't think that we can definitely make that type of a blanket statement.
Bro,
but I feel
we
like
know
corny is corny.
Trump
Like
has been in a spot. We've seen this. We know it's them niggas that act like that that wind up having all the bitches at the table. They
Not
don't
really.
But they have all the bitches at the table. That don't mean they have all these bitches in real life. And then you have to maintain these bitches. They're not gonna be with you forever. The bitches that you cashing out on this year is not a guarantee that she's gonna be around next year.
They're not
It's
gonna
not
be
even a
with you.
guarantee she's gonna be around next month.
They're not
She
going to be with you when the bottles run out. Like, in
Exactly. They're
25
gonna go
minutes.
to the next nigga. So if you a corny nigga, and you leading with money, it's not a sustainable lifestyle. It's just not. And then what you're gonna turn into is you're gonna be a Mr. Me Too or used to be. Like, yo, I used to do this, I used to do that. Back in my day, I was doing this and I had this and that. Where is it at now? Where are the bitches now? You're 37. You did all of this at 24. Where are the hoes? You don't have them. You got 2 raggedy looking baby mothers and you stressed. Your hairline receding and all that shit. It doesn't matter. It's not a sustainable lifestyle.
With that, I'm gonna go to break. She just it was a lot. So she dragged somebody. I was like, wait, is my hairline fucked up? She made sure she said 37. Let's go to break. Okay. That was a la. I do have something I want to ask.
Jesus Christ.
There was another shooting, and I meant to connect this before. I mean, I forgot to, right? So there was another shooting. It was in, hold on, Tahoe. Hold on, let me find it.
Niggas out here wilding.
Son, shootings everywhere. So,
Chris Rock, the only person that had the answer to this shit.
a woman saved several lives when she shot a man who opened fire on a crowd of people with a semi-automatic weapon.
Thought about this.
According to Daily Mail, the woman, whose identity is being kept private, had been at a graduation party in Charleston, West Virginia, when Dennis Butler began shooting at a group of about 40 people. The incident went down Wednesday, blah, blah, blah. It stemmed from him being told to slow down while driving through an area where children were playing at a party. They said that he left the complex and later returned with an AR-15 style semi-automatic rifle and began firing into the crowd. The woman who was at the party took her weapon out and shot back, killing him.
Good.
She won't be saved, and most likely she won't be charged, and most likely saved several lives.
Absolutely.
I quoted on top of that when I saw it on the timeline. This gives a lot of credence to the argument that we would be safer if everybody was allowed to have weapons. What do y'all think about that?
Nah, I think it gives more credence to nobody should have AR-15s. How about we try that lane first, see how that goes? We have actually tried that, and there's statistics showing that it worked.
Yeah.
What worked?
There was a
There was
ban.
like Bill Clinton banned it in '94. The numbers went down 40-something% of mass shootings. And then that bill expired in 2004. The Republicans were in office. They let the shit reverse. Boom, mass shootings back the fuck up.
Facts.
So I'm like, why are there AR-15s?
Niggas don't need AR-15.
Like,
No,
for
but
what?
if you're not in the military, you do not need AR-15.
You shooting deer? Like, what's? Why
Not-
do you-
but you're not
why-
even
why do you
shooting
have-
deer with an
That's what I'm
AR-15.
saying. Like, why do you need that?
So y'all okay with the inner city shootings? It's just the mass shootings that's fucked up. Because a lot of the times, New York had like a 400 people murdered.
That's
stat.
different. I feel like inner city shootings would be different if we had some type of gun laws. All of these guns are illegal. These niggas is getting this shit illegally in different states, black market, getting them shipped to New York. You cannot legally buy a weapon in New York City. So basically, if you caught lacking without one, it's clip for you. You don't even have a chance to defend yourself. So that's a different type of a situation. Because then you have situation, like you have like open carry states. And I don't think that, like, everybody treads a little bit differently when you know that nigga might have one on
Everybody got
him too.
one.
My issue and my pushback with the everybody should have a gun, constitutionally, it's your right. You do have a right to bear arms. I'm not going to go against that.
Why?
Because I would like one, but I don't think that we should pressure everybody into having one. I feel like there should be a sector of public safety. Like, you don't have to have a gun to feel safe. If you want to have a gun and it helps you feel safer, it's your constitutional right to have one. But to say like, yo, everybody get a gun, some people, first of all, niggas barely pass the mental health test to even have a fucking a shoe, to have a knife, to have a cane. So I don't want everybody to have a gun. I do think that there should be stricter laws. I do think there should be mental health tests. I do not think that anybody should have semi-automatics. I do think that you have to understand, and when these Republicans talk about your constitutional right to bear arms, you got to understand that back in the day, they had the fucking guns where you had to put the gunpowder in and then you shot that shit one time and then you did it again. They were not talking about fucking barrels and guns, these semi-automatic weapons. Nobody has the right to bear that arm.
Magazines.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Cops shouldn't have them. Nobody should have those types of guns except for military personnel. And if you are military or ex-military and you want to have them in your house, that's perfectly fine with the right permissions, but you're not supposed to bring that shit outside. Everybody can have like a little 4.5, a little 9, a little deuce, 38, something.
The argument was that the person said, and I know you guys are both against it, but Trump seems to be more against it, and Dodge was like kind of teetering the line. But the argument is that the reason why these guys are like so big with these weapons because they know a lot of people don't have them. They show up, they're like gods. You pull up the AR-15, you're like a god. When they know other people have them, it devalues the weapon in itself, and you're less likely to go someplace with it if you know somebody else might got the shit. Like he drove 200 miles to the supermarket because he knew nobody in there was going to be able to contest him. But he wouldn't
And
do
you
that.
can't really have a gun like that in
He
New York.
wouldn't do it right. He wouldn't go at an Armada with that, like somebody
Yeah.
like that has that stuff in their basement because hey, this motherfucker's coming outside off the shoulder the same way I'm coming outside.
It's
off the
just
shoulder.
more pussy behavior. You have to understand that this world, this PC culture, this social media culture just bred a bunch of pussies. And that's the problem. Because when you got a bunch of pussies, they're not going to fight. They're not going to scrap. They're going to fucking shoot. Like, because you're a fucking bitch. There's nobody that has ever aired out. You're airing out children. You fucking little bitch. Fucking 9 and 10-year-olds.
Crazy.
That doesn't
And
make
he's
any
18.
sense. And you 18.
What is that?
And they're like, oh, because he was bullied in high school. Nigga, then buck up. You should have fought back, bitch. Like, now you want to shoot these little babies. What these babies do to you?
Right, nothing.
What the babies do? Niggas always want to do something. And what pissed me off in the argument about school shootings is this one black kid. I forgot his name. But he shot at somebody in school. But that was completely different. He was bullied to the max. He went and shot the motherfucker that was bullying him.
Right.
He shot that motherfucker.
Right.
He ain't just go air out the whole school because you mad. Like these people are fucking insane. There is nothing. A 21-year-old, you cannot buy alcohol until you're 21, but you could buy an AR-15 at 18.
Mm-hmm.
You're not even. You just became legally able to vote. But you could walk around with an AR-15 and know how to shoot that shit, which means it's not your first time ever shooting that shit.
Right.
You knew exactly what to put on. Like, this is madness.
It's harder to get a driver's license.
It is harder to get a
I
driver's
failed my
license.
first driver's test. Like,
It's
you
this
gotta
country
pass
is
eye
sick.
tests every other year and all.
This
like,
country
come
is
on,
sick.
man.
They don't give a fuck about nothing. They want to take away Roe v. Wade and they want to talk about women's rights to reproduce, but y'all don't give a fuck if the same babies that y'all forcing us to make get shot up at school. Like, what are we doing? Little babies got to put blood on themselves or whatever from their friends that just died in front of them and play dead. Why? Then you holding people's parents back from going in and getting their kids out the building when there's an active shooting in. Y'all know I would have been in jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would get the fuck out of here.
Well, I have another school segment I'm going to talk about in a second. But, excuse me. These shorts tight as shit, bro. Shorts tight as shit.
We know, nigga. We all saw.
Zeus be wearing these shit.
I don't know how Zeus wear half the shit that he wear.
Comfortably.
That
Me
nigga don't be
outside.
comfortable.
I decided to start a new segment on the show. Called Shame on You. Right? Where people send in notes, voice notes, whatever. They don't have to, it could be email, it could be written, it could be whatever. Where basically they talk about somebody. It could be us, it could be our opinion, it could be somebody in their lives, it could be something's going on in the public. It's a shame on you, and I wanted to use the shame, GOT shit.
Yeah. Shame on you.
Oh, no, GOT, what the hell was that?
Oh, you talking about shame. You said shame. So I'm thinking of, what was that shit called, that show?
Shame on you. What the hell was that?
Shame on you. It was from the 90s. It was a fucking show. I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
That sounded like Fame.
No, it wasn't Fame.
No, it sounded like the melody from Fame.
No, it was like shame. It was like a news show. Shame on you. I know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about too.
Yeah.
I know I'm not bugging. If y'all remember the name of the shit, please let me know.
Yeah, it's a new segment.
Niggas said it's giving yeast infection. God damn.
Fuck you, bitch. Hold on. Trav sent us a voice note
Oh God.
for the Shame on You segment. I have not listened to it. I have no idea what this is.
I'm so afraid.
Hey y'all, this is Trav, self-appointed leader of the So Shameless podcast fan club, here with a Shame on You segment admission. This Shame on You is for Ms. Daja Bell. I was listening back to the episode where she talked about how her otherworldly man and future husband what he did for her for Mother's Day, and how he made this past Mother's Day very, very special. Tahoe, in response to hearing what Gunna did, the 32 balloons, the gifts, the photo shoot, you know what I'm saying? Everything that he's done since being part of Daja Bell's life, he asked her if she sucked his dick that night, and her response was no. Shame on you. but 100% would not recommend.
Travis, fuck you.
And this leads to a bigger conversation that needs to be had. Is not she didn't reward him that night, probably because women are generally terrible at initiating sex. It's a conversation that needs to be held. I can remember the host having this conversation a while back, and Daja talking about that's really not something that she even knows how to do. So we, the men, are the one who are tasked, who are commanded to be the ones to always initiate. We want to feel wanted too. This definitely is a conversation that needs to be had, and there definitely needs to be put shame on Daja Bell for not
Travis,
treating
honestly
that man
and truly,
with respect
fuck you.
the way that she's supposed to. And here is a warning. Here is an opportunity that you have now, a month before Father's Day, to make this right. You got many a nights, many a weekends, many a days, many of afternoons to be able to treat this man the way that he deserves to be
By
treated.
dick sucking, so fuck everything else I do. So I just gotta suck dick at all times. Great.
And a hat and a piss poor drawing from a kid. Be right. Do right. Do better.
Fuck you, Travis.
I love it.
That's
I love
crazy.
Travis.
That was amazing, Trav.
Great. That was
Oh, they couldn't hear
amazing.
it.
I will.
I hate how y'all be complaining for my nigga. Like, he ain't say shit to y'all.
Oh shit.
All right, so I have questions. Let's do this.
Listen,
Let's have this conversation.
Which about what? You
No,
not
I have
giving
mad
head?
question. No,
I'm not.
I'm not talking about that.
I'm not
This
defending
is the
this.
question that I have. Like, for men, honestly, is sucking dick that important?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, if you had to choose between all of the things that your girl does and getting your dick sucked every day, which one would you rather?
You shouldn't have to choose.
No, I'm asking you though. I'm not asking you if you have to. I'm asking you if you had to choose. If you had to choose between like
Put some
cooking, if
things
you
up.
had to choose between
an
tending
unfair
to the
question.
house, if you had to choose between like if you had
That's
to
like
choose.
that's like choosing between eating and drinking water. Like you need both to survive. Like come on, man. You can't just cut.
apples and
You need
Yeah.
both to survive.
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh,
what
you
is
got
the
water, you
correlation
want
between
food
sucking
too?
dick and eating?
He said that. I didn't say that.
But you were saying it. You
I
said,
said everything that she does for you on a day-to-day basis. So I'm
I have
itemizing
I have to
things.
not like. Like I'm confused.
I'm not saying no. That's not what I'm asking. I'm
Nigga
just
said, I'll
asking a
starve.
question.
I'll be okay.
I'll starve, I'll
Suck it,
be
suck
okay.
it, suck it.
No, y'all are so simple. I hate it. No, because I feel like y'all make it seem like if your girl is not sucking dick every day, like that's a problem.
Don't gotta be every day, but it gotta
It has
be
to be enough for your appetite.
It has to be a considerate amount of times. Like,
It has to be enough for
just
your
be
appetite.
Be considerate. Understand how important it is, and be considerate.
That's crazy.
Don't just ignore it. Be like, I do everything
Do you
else.
not understand what you're saying?
I'm
Like,
asking a question.
I-
Oral
Go all
sex
the
is
way
a
around.
part of sex. It's just
Oral-
like y'all getting head. It's the exact same thing. Like it's a warm up. It's a foreplay
And there's
act.
some
It's
women that don't
it's
like
I
head.
love. It's a all right, but she likes other things, and you do what she likes. For her.
Exactly. So what
You
I'm
don't-
saying
I'm not getting
is-
into a relationship with somebody and have to choose between the things that I need and things that I like.
That's not
because
what I'm-
this is the only things that they're willing to do.
That's
That
not
doesn't
what
make
I'm
no
saying.
sense.
I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, it seems to me, this is just to me,
Selfish. Go ahead. No, I'm saying.
you don't know what I do.
Selfish,
This
no,
is what I'm
it's
saying. It seems
Selfish.
to me the end of the end of the day, the end of the marker is always, but did you suck dick? But did you suck dick? But did you suck dick? But did you suck dick?
Men are simple. Y'all choose to ignore this. You do
No, I
everything
don't.
except for the 3-4 things that a man that's important to a man.
not- that's not
That's why
true.
I disagree with Ty. I don't think it's the same as giving head to a woman because y'all have a longer list of demands. Men are a lot more simple. You can satisfy a man easily, and you choose to ignore the few basic things that he wants and needs.
But that's what I'm saying.
Doesn't
Y'all
make sense.
but y'all are projecting your wants and your needs. That's what I'm saying.
Who else's
Like,
wants and needs are you supposed to project?
But what I'm saying is y'all are projecting y'all wants and y'all needs on my situation. Because if my nigga wanted me to suck his dick, I would suck his dick. You understand what I'm
So
saying?
he
Like
told
if
you that
said,
he does not want his dick
I'm
sucked.
not having this conversation with y'all. But what I'm saying is,
never said that.
if my nigga
He's just
felt
too
like
nice. He's not going to tell
he's
you that
not
you're
that
dropping the
fucking
ball.
nice. Y'all don't even know this nigga.
Come
He's
on.
a Gemini. That nigga is not nice.
So he said he don't care.
I think it's pretty safe to say he would appreciate it if you sucked his dick more often.
How do you know? You don't even know when I sucked his dick.
I said I think it's pretty safe to say. I don't know.
You
for
don't
sure.
know, y'all. Y'all
We're
literally
talking-
are
listen, you're being
projecting.
defensive.
I'm not. No, I'm not being
We're
defensive. I'm talking about
this topic.
projection.
We don't know the actuality. We just
I'm
know what
talking
things
about
are put. You could
projection.
easily just be like, "Yo, I suck it enough. I suck it." You could just say that, but you're
no.
not doing that. You're defending the right not to, or whether
I'm
he
not
does
defending
or
the
not.
right
and the
not
idea
to.
across the board for men is we like getting head for several reasons. It's more than just
Some
sex.
like it more
it's-
than others.
Okay.
Yes or no?
I would assume so. Yeah, maybe. But
Because
I don't
everybody's
identify
appetite is
with guys
different.
that
Some
don't- I don't
niggas-
know any men that don't like their dicks.
I did not say don't like. This is what I'm
you
saying.
said some like it more than others. I don't
Some
identify
like
with niggas that
some.
don't.
There are some people
That's
that
cool with
need
not
head,
getting head.
every single time you have sex. There's some people that's like
I
that,
am
men
that way.
and women.
I am
There
that way.
are some people that can have sex without great sex without giving head every single time.
Let me say this. I can't speak for Gunner, but he strikes
Y'all
me.
love speaking for this
Let
nigga.
me just say this. I'm not speaking for him, but he strikes me as the kind of person
That like his dick sucked?
is
What
such a-
about him
He's
that
such
tells
a,
you that?
Can I finish my statement?
Y'all getting
He's
me
such a good
tight.
dude. He's so considerate of the fact that you don't like giving head that he's
That's
not
not
going to make a
true.
big stink about it. But I'm sure he would rather he got his dick sucked more often. But he knows that you don't like to do it, so he's
That's
not going to
not
make a big stink
true.
about it. That's my theory. Gonna wink if,
Y'all
if
niggas
I'm
got
right.
all theories. Y'all niggas got all these theories. Not there, none of y'all niggas had a conversation with the nigga about it. But y'all keep theorizing and y'all be throwing me under the bus like
He's
I'm not taking care of
He's
home.
so much of a rider.
Yeah.
He's not
going to say, yo.
Y'all don't know my nigga.
I know him.
We know him well enough.
No, you don't.
I know him well enough to know that he's so considerate. He's such a good person to you that if he knows you're uncomfortable with it, he's not going to bug you about it.
How do you know that? How many conversations you had with him?
You talk about him enough where we know
How
this
many
kind of
conversations
dude he
have
is.
you had with him?
You doing all of this?
How many
just,
conversations
Dodge-
have you had
You
with
doing
him?
all of this just not to give your man head? I mean, this is amazing.
Y'all
Like,
are
really.
still projecting this narrative that I don't. Y'all have no
You
idea.
said it.
No,
Right,
I did
yeah.
not
Said
say
it.
that. Oh,
This is
God.
something that this man heard on this
Y'all
podcast.
asked me one question. Y'all asked me a question for that day. Y'all said, "Did you suck his dick
You
that
always
night?"
say you
And
don't
I
give
said,
head.
"No." That nigga went to sleep.
Nigga, you're lying.
What I
You're
lie?
too good for
Go ahead.
this.
Let's go.
You're
Let's
too
talk about it.
good for this.
Let's talk about
I'm
it.
not gonna allow you to shit on you. Like you're too good for this. You have,
And when
we
I
have-
sat here,
we have
I sat here on this
for
podcast a couple
years.
months ago. I was like, "Yo, I've been sucking dick more," and y'all nothing. Nobody said shit about that. It's like, "Oh,
said
you
it-
don't suck
sucked
dick
it
at all."
Once.
When I said that,
No, I'm just playing.
you see how
No,
y'all
I'm
do be getting me
joking.
tight.
I'm joking. But
No,
at the
don't.
End of the day,
I don't. This is my thing, right? I don't like the narrative that y'all try to make it seem like my nigga's not good, because my nigga's good, and if he wasn't, he wouldn't be here. Y'all niggas know when they're happy and when they're not happy. If he's not happy,
my
if he wasn't
God.
satisfied, there are definitely different avenues that we could have been down. We could have been down several roads by now. That
You can
nigga's
be-
alright.
You can be good with 80, but still want the 20.
Yeah.
You can be like, ah, yo, you know what? I got the majority of the things that I like. You know, I'm not gonna leave this for those other things. I'm not. Gonna
So then why y'all
leave a
making
great
why? So
situation
why y'all
because
making
I ain't
everything
getting my
end all
dick
be
sucked.
all?
I did extra. Why are you talking to me?
Because y'all no. Because y'all add fuel to this
I
narrative.
have barely spoken this whole episode. I'm just
Lie
listening.
again.
I'm listening.
Why he lie so much,
I
Melly?
am listening, but what I'm
sick of the
saying
lies
is
in here.
you have added to the narrative a lot that you don't suck your man dick like that. You have.
And I was also the same person for 2 years. I said I was a pillow princess on this fucking podcast. Y'all believe
did.
that shit too, didn't y'all?
Yes, that's what you said. Why wouldn't we? You said it. So
I did
you're a
say it.
liar. Fine, I'll take that.
My bad, yeah.
You're a liar. I'm cool with
I don't
that.
talk-
But
this
at
is
least
not-
we have a little bit of understanding.
This
as to
is
what's
not
going
hard or
on here.
soft. I don't come on this fucking podcast talking
you're
about
gonna
the way I give it up every day.
You have made statements, and we're having this conversation based on the statements you've made.
Because I say dick sucking is
Nobody's
beneath you.
assuming-
Don't suck dick.
Nobody's assuming anything.
Ladies, don't suck dick. It's beneath you.
We
It's
have
beneath you. Get up off
other-
your knees. They don't deserve it.
We have other shame on you submissions.
I wasn't finished with that
He's like,
one.
chill, dog.
Why? What do you want to do with
I got
this?
more.
Go ahead, what? Go ahead. Not as she lubricates her throat with the water. Go ahead.
I would just like to say, Travis.
Suck my dick.
That's exactly what I was about to say. That is exactly what I was about to say. You could kiss my ass. And then I was going to say something mean, but that's a little bit too far. I'm going to write it on Discord.
Speaking of the Discord,
Yay.
apparently somebody in the Discord has a problem with Tahoe TV. We got an interesting shame on you submission from one of our most loyal, longest listeners, Rachel.
Nah, Rachel would interview.
I find this, it's almost a homie court.
I thought it was a homie
This
court
feels like
submission.
a homie court. This doesn't feel like a shame on you. This feels like a homie court.
Homie courtish.
Dodge, you want to play homie court? The
Who
music?
told y'all I had that shit? Hold on, I got you right now. Y'all gotta let
Because
me know. Cue shit up.
I wish she was, I know she's in here. She was the first person in the damn,
You ready?
yeah. She's the first person in the damn thing today. I said, wow, she showed up early. She'll be the first person in court. All right, Rachel.
Nah, that shit was joking.
This is homie court.
I'm about to call her ass.
In the
Cool.
shameless justice system, friendship-based
fucking ass.
offenses are considered especially heinous. These are their stories.
Motherfucker.
Can I read what she wrote while you
Please,
call her?
Yeah, read the damn thing.
That shit is fucking crazy, Rachel. You really came at my son head. So Rachel said, shame on you, Tahoe. We are a so shameless family, and you flaked on us twice in the last 365 days. Most recently on Q's birthday by not answering our multiple calls. Y'all were literally recording live on a Friday night. We were trying to drop off our bags while hanging out in Brooklyn. We called you several times, but no answer. At least Dodge was still on the Zoom after party and gave us some party spots. The other time, we also tried to meet Tahoe at Macatree when we were in New York for Trap Karaoke in September 2021. We spent $44.83 to travel from Queens to Brooklyn for Tahoe to say I'm already gone. Mind you, it was only 5:43 and we planned to meet at 6. Per Q or Kiana, we were about to dispute the charges for our So Shameless membership. But Tahoe redeemed himself by making time for us at Trap Karaoke. We would have canceled Tahoe. JBVS, just be... What that mean?
I don't know.
And then she added a picture of Tahoe
Some
Q
disgruntled
and
fucking
Rachel.
bullshit.
That shit is fucking
Let's see if
wild.
she answers this phone.
She got the receipts.
Yeah.
$44.83.
Hello.
Rachel, you out your cotton picking mind.
Now you came in here. I'm put this to homie court because I need to.
I'm sorry.
I need
was
to
about to defend Tahoe. I changed
defend
my mind.
myself from these charges. Do you want to discuss this? You want to say something about this before I go in?
We can go to homie court.
Okay. Now you're saying that you called to drop off your bags.
Sure did.
Did I know that you were in New York?
We told you in Discord we were on our way for Kiana's birthday. So
You
yes,
told
should
the
have known.
Discord. You
Okay, are
also
not a part of
said
Discord?
you also said that we were recording live while you're calling me. Why are you calling me while we're recording? Do I ever pick up the phone?
After
let me just
y'all
call.
finished recording, I could see your apartment was there. I could see the lights were on. You were at home.
Ooh,
Nah, Rachel said, what the fuck?
You don't know what.
Like
Listen,
literally, Dodge was like, y'all went to a hole in the wall club. Y'all shouldn't have went there. Dodge gave us some good suggestions. And we was like, well, let's call Tahoe since we're in Brooklyn. You know, he's our boy. He ain't going to leave us out here hanging. But, yeah, again.
listen. Well, that's a good thing. I'm glad you just said that because you said I'm your boy. I ain't gonna leave you. How you know I wasn't busy? You ain't see me. Did you see me ignoring your calls?
How can I see you ignoring the calls if you were not
You
on
said
camera?
that we were live. Dodge was
Yes.
there on
It
the
was the
Discord,
after party.
on the Zoom. Did you see me ignoring your calls?
I did not.
So
I
you
did not
don't
see
know
any
what
drug
I
call.
was doing. I could have been doing anything. Anything could have been
I
happening
already
at the
know what
time.
you were doing.
What was I
I already
doing?
know what you're doing.
What was I doing?
You were probably handling them tonight.
Huh?
Hanging with
Huh?
Tanae.
I was hanging. Oh, I was hanging with my girlfriend.
I did not handling tonight is what I said actually.
Oh, handling.
I was-
Oh, she said you was fucking.
I was handling Tanae.
So if you
that's
thought he
the
was
people
fucking,
don't
that's even
answer
more of
phone
a reason for him not to fucking ignore y'all.
So if you think I was fucking, why would I pick up my phone?
calls. Look, we were in New York. We're from the South. We expect y'all to be a little hospitality.
I'm
We
so-
don't even have Southern hospitality. You know that, Rachel. What the fuck?
I know that.
Okay, so now that's that. Now I want to get to the receipts
You didn't call me.
of when.
Yeah.
Why you ain't called Trom?
I want to get to the receipts of
I know
when
Tom's
Rachel
on my phone.
was in New York.
Come on, pull up the
She
receipt.
says, "Hold on.
$48.33. That part.
Hey, we made it to New York City at 3:54." She says, "We made it to New York City. How long are you going to be at the restaurant today if we decide to swing by?" I said, "I'm going to be here for another 2 hours." It was 3:54. Right? What's 2 hours?
Add the math.
554.
5:54. Right? So I said, "Who is we? Me and Q."
Add the math though. Add the
Right.
math.
What? That's 5:54. I told you at 3:54.
And what time? And what time did we get there?
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Okay, I'm waiting.
There's more receipts to this. She says at 4:42, we was trying to stop by and grab something to eat and stop by before trap karaoke, and that's 4:42. At 5:27, she says, "Tahoe, checking to see if you're still there before I order our lift." I said, "I'm leaving in 30." It's
What time was that
5:27.
again? No,
It's-
rewind the time.
It's at 5:27. You said you're checking to see if I'm still there before you order your lift.
Okay,
I
add
said-
the 30 minutes. Add the 30 minutes. That makes 5:57 when you round it up to 6 o'clock. I said what I said. I was on time.
I said, I don't know what the hell she on. I said,
Nah,
I'm
Rachel
leaving
really bugging out.
in 30.
Q, you agree with this shit, Q? Because Rachel on some shit, bro.
I said, I'm leaving in 30. She said, we will try our best. I've already told you I'm leaving. You don't know what I got going on. You
Right.
don't know if I got to get kids. You don't know
You
what's
said
going
I'm
on.
leaving in 30.
So
if
wait,
you're leaving
would
in
you
30,
have rather him been there when you got there and then left 2 minutes after?
I would have loved to get a hug around his neck, and I would have been happy just to see him and see his place because I was trying to support him.
But why you can't support him when he not being there?
Wait a minute, there's more.
I don't understand what the fuck is going
She
on.
says at 5:47, she sends me the lift, thing,
Yeah.
and says it's saying 6:09 arrival. I said, but I'm leaving. I didn't ignore you.
Right.
I said, yo, I have something to do. I'm leaving. I said, what's the point of showing up 9 minutes after I'm leaving? And she said, we just wanted to say hi since we're in New York City. And I said, I'm going to see y'all later, though. I don't remember where I was going to see y'all. It was Trap
Trap
Karaoke.
Karaoke, yeah.
I said, I'm going to see y'all at the Trap, though. So why am I staying here? Just to go do what I got to do so I can make it to Trap Karaoke and then, like you said, make it up to you. Like I did. Did I not chill with y'all most of the night at Trap Karaoke? Right around y'all?
No,
I was.
you chilled with us for a hot second.
We were all. All right, fine. You're right.
Because you were tired, and if you remember correctly, you have the picture that I showed, and I sent the picture on purpose. I was so exhausted, but I still smile for y'all.
I was exhausted. I was there. Kadeem, I was there. I was there with Kadeem.
Yeah.
Y'all were there on the other side.
I traveled from the other part of the United States to see Tahoe TV, and you were tired and gave me half a smile.
Rachel,
Damn.
friend,
Yes,
what you want?
nothing. I want to win. That's all.
Girl, you lost.
Yeah.
And I don't have me defending Tahoe after the fucking 2 episodes I just had with him. Don't have me defend. You lost.
Wait,
We were trying to let him win this time.
oh, you was doing this for me? Because it was a
Oh, it
shame
was
on you.
sympathy?
It wasn't even a
It wasn't even a homie court,
It
right.
was a shame on you.
Look, you said send the submission. I said, oh, you remember that time when Tahoe did this? You remember the time when Tahoe? I said, oh yeah, let's do it again. I knew you were gonna keep your receipts.
Rachel, come on.
Shame on myself.
Bro.
Trav said that was a shame on myself. Rachel, I love you. Thank you so much for submitting. It's fine. I'll give you more time next time I see you.
I just knew y'all gonna call and come for me, but that's okay. I still love you.
Nah,
And
it's
if I
all right.
come
You
to
know
New
that.
York, I'm gonna get a nice dinner, right?
Absolutely. I'm not agreeing to that.
Don't agree to nothing.
I'll get you a chopped cheese.
Ooh.
Okay, well, that'll work.
A chopped cheese, all right?
I'm not hard to please.
And I might get Kiana something else. She got it, man. All right, forget it. Never mind.
It was Kiana's birthday, though. Like, that was the big deal. Like, we were sitting out there with all our bags looking like homeless people, which, ain't nothing wrong with that, but,
Kiana said she doesn't want more time. She wants her $44.80.
Damn, I want the time, Kiana want the money. I don't know what to tell you.
Ciao.
I don't think the judge is going to ask for any restitution here. That money's not getting back. I'm sorry.
I told them before they ordered the lift that I was leaving.
And I'll pay for the whole
Trap
year, so I can't
starts
get
at
my money
7. The doors. It starts at 7. You're telling me you're gonna show up here at 6?
I'm so loyal. I paid for the whole year, so I can't even get my money back.
Rachel, good night. I'll talk to you later, boo. Bye. Wow, the Discord. Brandon said that is not good time management. All right. You just said break time, right? Break. We're going to break real quick, and I have one more shame on you.
Right.
What do y'all think about this segment?
I think that shit is fucking hilarious.
Cool, right?
I love it.
Now, you can send things about us, things that we're saying on the show. Like I said, you can also do shame on yous about things that you're seeing in the news, which somebody actually did. Chelsea did such a great job. I want to go into the things that Chelsea... Hold on, bro. Hold on. Damn. Overdoing it. Relax. Chelsea sent us a story. Mm-hmm. And I hope y'all can see the visuals. It was posted to DL Hughley's page, who's been arguing with Monique and all that, but it has nothing to do with that. Mm-hmm. And somebody sent it in as a shame on you for the people in this story. Mm-hmm. So let me see if I can get this to play. Listen here.
Roper School, the oldest K-12 school for gifted children in the country, priding themselves on diversity and an alternative education, costing upwards of $30,000 a year. Part of that curriculum included this worksheet, passed out assigned in a high school biology class earlier this month in Birmingham. It's titled An Introduction to Primates and instructs students to pick from a gallery of photos labeled apes, monkeys, and lemurs. Among the photos, a picture of former President Barack Obama. The person who sent this to Fox 2 anonymously appalled at the racist messaging coming from a teacher.
They seemed angrier at Beto or worse.
That's it. Yo, what's wrong with people?
Everything.
Seriously,
Everything.
What's wrong with people?
You want to know what's so crazy? I just, at work, we're rolling out social studies as a unit. And my ex-girlfriend, who I work with, we were talking. And in the unit, they're showing children, I think, from like different areas of the world. Mm-hmm. So when they show Africa, of course, they in fucking huts and shit. Mm-hmm. Little nigga don't got on no shirt, no shoes. And they just stand in a dirt road or whatever. Mm-hmm. And every other culture, they got on clothes. They sitting down at tables. Mm-hmm. They have like food in it. And she was like, yo, look at this bullshit that I got to deal with. And I was like, change the fucking picture. Mm-hmm. I said, don't use that picture in your lesson. Change the fucking picture. They keep playing games with all of these different curriculums. Change that shit. She was like, I am. She was like, I'm gonna pull one of the pictures from the Real Housewives of Lagos. I said, yeah, get them bad bitches up there. Them rich bitches. Get them. Don't have these kids thinking that that's what Africa looks like. That's not the crux of the whole entire continent. Mm-hmm. That's not how we're going to express ourselves. That's not how we're going to represent ourselves.
But putting Barack Obama next to a monkey?
You already know what that's about. They've been talking shit about that whole family. Then talk shit about Michelle.
Bro?
Talk shit about Barack.
That's not wild.
It's actually so wild that it's funny. Like, It made me laugh. I wish it wasn't so racist.
They're teaching it to kids, though.
I know. That's why it's not funny, but it is. It's like, that's wild.
But here's the thing, right? Who's worse? The people that put the curriculum in, or the teacher that saw that shit and did not do their due diligence to change it?
No, I think she did that.
Oh, the teacher did it?
I think she brought that.
That's even fucking worse. You stupid bitch.
I think she submitted that and was like, that's how they. I think so. I'm not sure. I think so.
That shit is fucking ridiculous. Like, people are really insane. Like, this is the world of the sick and the sad.
It's really,
I cannot
really
wait.
bad.
Oh my God, I cannot wait for Parker to go to school.
Y'all
I need to see everything.
If you were to move out of Jersey, where would you go? You say in North Carolina? Still?
Probably North Carolina.
Trump, if you were to move out of Brooklyn, where would you go?
Oh, shit. That's a tough choice. Either, like, maybe Jersey, like suburbs or something.
You stay in the tri-state area.
That's why I said maybe, or I wouldn't mind going out west, some good weather. Going to LA or something.
Fires, smog, you don't care about that.
Fires, smog, earthquakes, all of that.
You don't care.
Good weather, good weed.
I always think,
it's a balance.
I always think about, like, where they're going to bomb. I don't want to, like, where the nuclear warheads can go. Mm-hmm. Where they gonna do terrorist attacks, like real,
Then that's where we gotta get the fuck up out of here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
New York is like prime real estate for fuckery.
My anxiety levels was on 100,000 in this state. Like, I hate coming here.
Hate it.
Nasty work.
So the shame on you segment is fire. They sent that about me. They sent things about the world, but they also sent things about each other. In the Discord. What? Trav started a shame on you folder in the Discord. And they put in a text thread that a young man on Mother's Day sent the text thread out like, yo, what do y'all think about this? My baby mother wilding. Right? Let's go to the text thread.
Oh yeah, I went in on that.
I love it already.
Did you see this?
I don't know if I saw it.
Yes, I did.
He asked, how is my son doing? And she says, he's okay. He says, when is his next doctor's appointment? She says, I don't know. Why? He says, just want to see where he's at in his development. She says, LOL, okay. He said, what's so funny? She says, you're barely about him. You don't even take him. And now you want to know where his development is? Father of the year. He says, yo, I work hard to take care of him every week. I pay my child support for him. Yes, I can see him more. You're right. I never missed a payment. But thank you so much. She says, you think parenting is all about money, SMH? He says, I'm driving with the focus on, I'll see your message when I get where I'm going. She says, yeah, right. Have a good day.
I went off on him in the Discord.
You did? For this? Mm-hmm. You were involved in this?
It was a listener. It was a listener from the Discord. He don't give a fuck about little Kawasaki. Yo, we washed him in the Discord.
He called me.
He called me too, and I spoke to him for a couple minutes, and then it kept cutting out, and then I just decided to continue with my day. But we let this nigga have because he needed advice. So he posted this in the text thread, and he was like, "Am I wrong?" And when I tell you.
Why did y'all drag him for this? He's asking about the child's well-being.
Is he?
Two people could be wrong at the same time.
Is he?
He's wrong for thinking that sending money really means something in the child's life. That's the bare minimum. That's what you're legally required to do.
That nigga.
It doesn't substitute for being there. But however, if there's always a starting point to doing better. If a nigga wants to do better.
Look at them going off. Now we went in on that bitch ass deadbeat dad. We bullied that nigga into seeing his kid. Yo, we really did. We really did.
Yo,
we went off on him.
Trom is absolutely right.
No.
My problem is this: the behavior from her doesn't make it more. Like, yo,
what
I'm trying. I'm talking to you. I'm trying to figure some stuff out.
He's not trying.
He's just trying to get some pussy?
No, he wasn't trying. No, I think that I literally
think... It's not easy talking to the mothers when they act like that.
I think that he is a bare minimum ass nigga. And I told him that shit to his face. I said, you're giving the bare minimum and then you calling in and you checking in and asking about development, nigga, you should know. And what got me even more tight is he's like, oh, but I work so much. I work so much. I work here and I work there. So I'm not able to get my kid like that. I was like, yo, you got a girlfriend? He was like, yeah. I said, but you make time for her though, right? So how you don't make the same time for your kid?
I don't have to pick up her. I don't have to pick her up, drop her off, take her to school.
This is a little baby.
You're saying he's supposed to know, but he's asking.
Yeah, he's asking it because he's not there and he doesn't fucking know.
It's a simple question.
That's why you ask.
No, that's not how. I know that's his second child, y'all. I know I want y'all to stop calling that baby Kawasaki, okay? Nah. That nigga, he was coming up with all the excuses. Yeah, I didn't do it because of this, and I didn't do it because of that, and da-da-da-da-da. Like, come on, bro. Don't just be texting me, asking me questions. Pull up. Come see your kid. Come check on this little nigga.
There's a starting point to doing better. It starts with the little things. I can't ask you how my child's development is doing. That's a bad question. You got to rip me apart for other shit. I'm asking you a simple question. Now, if I didn't text and ask, then, you don't even ask about your kid. Like, so can I start somewhere?
The disagreement that I'm going to have with that is you could have had that conversation instead of saying, I pay my child support.
Right.
No, I agree with that. That was his point.
Yeah.
He's like, but I pay for. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? That's what you don't even know about your kid's developmental skills, but you know that shit come out your check every fucking 2 weeks. You know it come out because it come out. Get the fuck out of here. Get this badass parenting shit the fuck out of here.
He dead wrong for that.
Please.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
Like, thank you, Trav. Yeah, that's a horrible question coming from someone that don't see their kid. Don't ask me about his developmental skills.
If you don't see your kid, then you don't know. So you're going to ask, how's my kid doing?
But that's not how he's doing. That's how is his development.
So we're playing a semantics game.
No, how is his development? That means that he's young enough to know that he still has developmental milestones that he needs to make. You have not come to see your child. That's why you're asking about his development. Because even if it's a baby, if you saw that little nigga last month and you see him this month, you realize that he has developed more in the last month. He's learned new things. He's learned new skills. You don't even know what milestone your baby is at right now. But you got time to be fucking talking about how you talking to your bitch that you got over here and over there. Like, but I work from this time to this time. I said, all right, so when you're not at work, then you need to be with your fucking kid. But I'm tired. I'm pretty sure that mother's tired too. So what the fuck are you saying? Niggas feel like, I'm tired.
For this question?
You have to do all of that as a parent.
And I'm saying, like, that whole response, like, we playing the semantics. And
yeah, we playing semantics. We drag the shit out of that nigga. As a collective, as a unit, niggas and bitches alike.
I'm not saying
that was the first time that we was all on the same accord.
I'm not saying that he's not trash, but I don't want to set the precedence that it's not, that a man shouldn't be able to ask questions without getting ripped apart.
No, you can ask questions.
Man, chill.
No, it's not
like
about
Tahoe
asking
said,
questions.
Sometimes it's not the easiest thing to have a good conversation with the baby moms. Sometimes there's, they're not always the most, willing to talk to you or give you information. So he's asking a question. He should have worded it differently.
He shouldn't have worded it differently. That's not what I'm
saying. In his way,
if you're checking in on your child frequently, you're not asking questions like that. Because you already know the answer.
So, all right, Dodge, if you're not checking in frequently, where's the starting point?
The starting point is checking in. If you could sit on the phone with your bitch for hours, you could call your kid.
That has nothing to do with my question.
It has everything to do with it. You're picking and choosing what you prioritize, and then you want to sit here and ask her these deep-rooted questions. Like, no, you should know.
That question is not that deep.
It is that deep. When you have a baby, when you have a toddler, that shit is deep. How old is the baby? It's that baby not school age. That baby young. I think it was like 1.5 or some shit like that. Right, 2. He's
said,
2.
When is the next doctor's visit? Maybe he might want to go and be more present. Like, I don't think that's a wild question. I don't. When is the next doctor's visit?
I agree with both sides. I understand why people would think that he's bugged out, but then I think about the history between baby mothers and baby fathers after y'all break up. That 2 years, that first 2 years, it'd be wild, nasty. It'd be wild, you just broke up with me. It'd be wild, you had a baby. I ain't want to have no kids. It'd be a lot of emotion going on in that time. Obviously, the mother needs help from a father. I get all that. Child support is already enacted. Child support is already enacted at 2 years old.
I don't know.
We've already done that. They
live in Canada, so it might be a little bit different. But I don't know how it works.
That means that we've already had some real issues, where you already got to the court system. It's 2. The baby's 2. So him reaching out, I think I kind of agree with Tron. Like, he's trying to start some type of conversation.
He wasn't trying. I spoke to that nigga. He wasn't trying.
You spoke to him and what he said?
I'm telling you, that nigga had nothing but a bunch of fucking excuses.
Because you're grilling him.
I didn't grill. You asked us. You put the shit in the Discord. I think he added me. Did he add me, y'all, specifically and ask me what I thought about it? And I said, you a trash ass nigga.
Oh my
Why did he ask when the next doctor's visit? I'm only asking that question if I'm interested in being there. I think that's a legit question. When is the next doctor's visit? And the follow-up question is, I'm curious about my child's development. I know I haven't been there. I'm asking in advance to be there now. That's a wild question.
Then, Malcolm says, nah, she wants the nigga to see his kid. You can see it in her text. And he voluntarily pays that he's not on child support.
Yeah. I don't think he was on child support.
Okay.
That nigga was
Hashtag So Shameless Pod. If you have an opinion on this, y'all really just was playing tennis with that. I was just sitting here looking at y'all.
I know.
Because it's just like with me, I know what it's like to have a bad rapport and then have to overcome that to be the parent that you want to be.
That part trash.
I'm not saying that that's where he's at.
That
I
nigga
didn't
had
speak to him.
mad
Was he going back and
excuses.
forth? Oh, so he was going back and forth with y'all on the Discord?
He called me and I spoke to him, and when I tell you, because you know me, like I'm not quick to jump on a nigga neck like that. I'm gonna ask you mad questions. And I was asking him questions and I'm just like, but why you don't know nothing? Like, why you got all this excuses? Oh, I work from this job to da-da-da-da. And I'm like, so you can't change around your hours at work? Yeah, I could change around my hours and be there more often. So why don't you? So you got a girlfriend? Yeah, I got a girlfriend, but we don't live in the same city. We long distance. So that means you on the phone with her a lot. How often do you talk to your baby mother? How often are you checking in on your son? Oh, like it was excuse after excuse after excuse. And we was just like, nigga, so you're just not there. You just fucking suck.
Chelsea put in a new submission for the Are You Dumb segment. So I want to get into that. We're getting late in the show. We're almost at 2 hours. I couldn't even do 2 hours last week talking to myself. I'm glad that y'all are here. But it's an interesting fucking thing, this thing. Yo, the world. Check it out. So boom, this is what happened. There's a young lady. So basically in school, you know how like in first, second grade, they trying to get you to learn how to finish sentences. And they give you the beginning of a sentence. The beginning of the sentence on this paper says, "My mom looks beautiful when." And the child said, "That man come over and she gives us melatonin." Trauma, you understand that?
No.
What's going on?
I don't understand.
Do you know what melatonin does?
Does it make you go to sleep?
Yes.
Melatonin makes you go to sleep.
Yeah.
So my mom looks beautiful when that man comes over and she gives us melatonin.
So I get it, but it's so wild that I'm like, what the fuck? Huh?
Let's go.
I hope it ain't what I think it is. That's what I'm saying.
What do you think it is?
I think that the nigga coming over and drugging the babies.
No, the mother is drugging the
the
baby.
mother's drugging the baby.
So she can go get some dick. Everybody
Right.
go to sleep in this house
Well,
right
somebody's
now.
drugging the babies, but regardless,
It
they're
ain't a
getting
drug.
drugged.
It's
I mean, you know what I mean. They're putting them, knocking them out. Like,
Parker got a little melatonin last night. Man, fuck out of here.
It's okay to give them kids melatonin.
You can give kids melatonin. I'm not. It's not like you giving them a fucking tranquilizer shot. They have melatonin for kids.
Wait. Wait.
Fuck.
Are you co-signing this behavior?
No, I'm not co-signing
It sounds like
that
you're
behavior.
co-signing this
I'm just
behavior.
saying ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of melatonin.
That man come over.
That shit is wild.
This is trauma. This is trauma.
That is
This
fucking
is trauma.
traumatic because
This
they
kid
too old
knows
for that. Yeah,
that
you giving them shit to go to sleep.
Jerome.
Look at Travis. Look at Travis. Nah, son, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. So sometimes these babies gotta go to bed, bro. Them niggas be on 100,000.
that kid is crying out for help.
That's different.
Because the question
when
don't
she
even
said
got
that-
nothing to
when
do
they said
with
that man.
like.
Because that means that you're watching. Yo, this is
That's
crazy.
when your
This
mom is
trauma.
beautiful?
I can't even believe that Dodge is.
That's
this is
not even an
wild.
appropriate finish to that sentence.
She's getting dolled up.
She might be a prostitute.
For that man.
okay,
Yes,
okay,
that
okay.
Come
man.
over here.
That's not the
and
boyfriend.
then she gives
Okay.
us a drug and we pass out.
That's
and then she's in the room getting her shit cracked.
So fucked
That's
up.
not a memory you're
First of
supposed
all-
to identify with like that.
Let me be clear.
That's
I'm not
crazy.
agreeing with this situation,
Child.
but I do defend melatonin. Melatonin is life, okay?
This is
I'm
wild.
not in this situation.
No.
It's kind of fucking wild.
Yo, this is wild.
Melatonin?
You gotta
That
think
means
about
that baby too old
As
for
a
that
child,
melatonin.
You see your mom getting all dressed up,
She
and
might
then
be a
this
prostitute.
fucking stranger.
What if she a prostitute?
No, that man. They know who that man is.
Apparently they don't.
And then she
'cause he
comes
ain't
in with the
nobody.
spoon and she gives him the stuff.
It's a pill.
And she making them kids take pills. That's another thing.
It's a gummy.
What happened to a good old
Everybody
fashioned take
want
the
some
kids to the
gummies?
park, let them tire themselves out? We don't do
give
that
them
no more.
Hennessy.
Yeah, now we just drugging
So
them.
y'all rather give the niggas liquor than melatonin, something that your body naturally produces?
I don't know. I've heard of Tennessee. I don't know. But
I don't
just
give
know
my baby no damn.
This is all trauma. This is big trauma. This
That
big
shit
trauma.
is traumatic though.
You just knowing that your mom's is fucking with somebody is traumatic in itself. Because that's not your dad. That man come over. It wasn't like Mr. Jerome.
Right.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
It's some
man.
random
Yeah.
nigga or a nigga that they don't
some
even like.
nigga. And the next thing you know, she coming in and drugging and you pass out. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's fucking sick. All right.
Sad.
You ready to do cap and no caps and get the hell out of here?
It's hot as shit in here.
Oh, wait. There's one more. Fellas, what's the longest? At TMac2Grimy says, fellas, what's the longest you kept a woman around knowing you didn't want nothing serious with her? He says, I'm going to start 7 years.
God damn.
Nothing serious is crazy. Nothing serious is crazy. 7 years?
7 years
Yeah.
is wild.
You've done that?
Yeah. Look at y'all.
7 years? How long?
Probably 7, 8, around that time, about 7, 8 years. More than
So you
once.
knew she would never be wifey material ever.
You ain't never had. So,
And you
Dodge,
talking about me justifying melatonin.
Dodge,
He
hold
more
on.
fucked up than I am.
because you could probably relate. You've talked about
My back
your,
pocket
your
nigga?
on again, off again. Somebody, we had different shorties in different states that you always got something that's open. The door is open. You know what I mean? Never, nothing serious, but
Damn.
That's fucked up.
you got somebody that you
No.
always fuck with. They got different relationships.
No.
They got babies, and you come back. You always connect. The door is always open.
No, because with my niggas, I did see something serious with them periodically. It just didn't happen.
Oh yeah, I never did.
So I don't know what the fuck. Like my back pocket nigga, like I told him for years, like, yo, we can be together, but you gotta stop doing illegal felonious activities. I am not a ride or die bitch. You got enough money. You've been trapping for 15 years. Go start a business and come home at an appropriate hour and we could be together. He wanted to be in the streets. The longer you in the streets, the more we are never going to be together. He did not want to leave the streets. I'm not a ride or die bitch.
I had a chick that was around for maybe 6, 7 years. And I got in this relationship. And then we linked one day. Early on, I was in a relationship. And I was just sitting there with her looking at her. And she's like, all right, so what are we going to do? Because she's used to us going in the crib or something. And I'm like in the car and I was looking at her and I'm like, I don't want to cheat. And she was like, oh, so it's serious. I was like, yo, honestly, I just don't want to cheat. Like, that's where I'm at right now. And she had been through so many different situationships with me that she's kind of like, oh, so I haven't really spoken to her since. It's been like 2-3 years now.
Yeah, because when you really find that one person that you're like, yeah, I don't really want to
It's
risk
such a
it.
weird feeling though,
I
not
don't wanna
wanting to
risk it.
cheat. Like I was like,
No.
I was like, because I knew I had the heebie-jeebies already just linking her, and I was just like, I don't want to cheat.
No, bro. That's real shit. That's really real talk. Like my former back pocket nigga, because he's been gone for quite some time now. I had like an apprehension of telling him about Gunna because I'm like, yo, this is my third boyfriend on this nigga. Plus a baby. There's a lot happening. I don't want to have to explain to you again that I decided to be with somebody else. It's been an awkward conversation. Like when we first started fucking with each other, I was engaged. So that's even worse. Like you've been around through an engagement, mad boyfriends, a baby father, and again, I gotta tell you again, it's not you. I'd rather just not speak to you no more. Like we just not gonna answer no more text messages or phone calls. Cause I'm tired of having these awkward conversations with you, my nigga. How do you do this again? Yo, I've been in a relationship for the last 2 years. Bitch, what? Like, I don't know.
All right.
Fuck it.
All right. Let me see what I have here. Booga. Swiss and Joe Budden. I just want to ask real quick. Did y'all seen the Swiss go at Joe Budden thing?
Nah, I didn't see that.
Somebody tweeted, Alicia Keys really got cooked on Diary.
She did, though.
Was that Lay Your Head on My Pillow? Was that one?
I won't tell
your
secrets. Raphael Sadiq washed her.
Joe Budden responds, low key, LOL. She did get washed.
She did.
Right? Swiss Beats jumped in. King, knock it all the way off. Let's not do this. I never get into your zones. Leave my wife out of everything but greatness, please.
Keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth.
There are a lot of people who are saying Swiss overreacted. Like, bro, why are you going that hard? And then there are other people who are saying Joe Budden's out of line for speaking about that man's wife. Joe Budden wound up deleting the tweet. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
You know, Swiss Beats is a monster in the game, in the music industry. He's a friend to everybody. If I was Swiss Beats, I'd be, you know, from somebody like Joe Budden, I would expect a certain level of respect. Listen,
I can't talk about her singing on a song?
Again, I'm not saying that he didn't go too far. He probably did. I don't know all the context of it. But I could
read it?
I could understand. I mean, I don't understand the so I know the song and I know Alicia Keys. I didn't know there was somebody else on there.
Tony was on the song.
So, yeah, see, so I don't remember. I got to listen to it again, right? So I'm trying to understand why that's even a topic of an R&B singer getting washed. We don't talk like that about R&B normally.
The fuck we don't.
We talk about hip-hop niggas getting washed, like who had the better verse, Eminem or Jay-Z on Renegade and shit like that. We talk about that. I usually don't hear conversations about an R&B singer getting washed on a duet. That's just me. So it's a little abnormal. I can see Swiss like, yo, Joe Budden, really? Like, you don't know me? Like, I'm a respect.
What that got to do
you
with
coming
you?
at that's my wife. Like, what?
Coming at how? He said low key. He didn't say, he didn't tweet, yo, Alicia Keys got washed on this, da-da-da. Joe Budden said it. He just said low key.
I'm not saying Swiss didn't overreact. I'm just saying I understand.
Dodge, what do you think?
I think it was stupid on Swiss's point of view.
I think it was stupid on Swiss's point.
Yeah, it wasn't that serious. Like it wasn't like no high level disrespect. He didn't say like I'm tired of this fucking raspy bitch singing about New York. Like that's a different situation. You feel me? Like she did get cooked on that song.
The problem
is what it is. But here's the thing. This is what I like though. I like the fact that Joe didn't go back and forth with him and he just deleted it.
I respect
that.
Mm-hmm. People are saying Swiss overreacted.
He did.
My thing is, I know Joe for being a music pundit. Mm-hmm. Is that the pundit?
Yeah.
I know the what happens once you start referencing shit. It turns into a bigger thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My nigga, leave mine alone. My wife is still making music. She's still out there. I don't need you starting some swirl of bullshit around my wife's name. Mm-hmm.
But
just leave mine alone.
I don't think that was the intention. I think that's just regular internet fodder.
It doesn't matter.
But I
Joe,
also think
it still happened.
But the fact of the matter is, before Joe commented on that, I already saw that tweet. And I agree with it from then.
That's the problem.
But it can't come from Joe, though.
Joe.
Yeah.
But it didn't come from Joe.
But he responded to it.
And so
he
it
added
was
his
already
shit
viral tweet because thousands of people had already agreed to it.
It's different than it's coming from Joe. That's his peer. Like, yo, don't talk. And then the other thing I like what Tahoe kind of went with it. Like, Alicia Keys is a super positive person. So is Swiss Beats. They don't got no beef. They don't talk shit about. Yo, only talk about my woman if it's related to greatness. Like, she's Alicia Keys. Put some respect on her name. There's no need to go out of your way to talk about her getting washed on a verse.
And as a music pundit.
Which is the reason why it's easier to just delete the shit and keep it moving. Because it was not with malice. I don't think that he was trying to play her. I think he was agreeing to some internet shit. It hurt your feelings. It made you feel something like, I'm not even about to argue with you about it. Delete. I still said what I said. We all saw it. We all agree.
I think that Joe did a really good move by just deleting and keeping it moving.
Keep it fucking moving.
Mm-hmm. But I know the average motherfucker, you not why is Swiss talking like the average person? You're not talking to me like that. It's just funny that there was still a respect thing going on. Swiss, you went mad hard. But can you tell a person that they're going too hard for their wife?
Right.
I think that it matters more. Like, you should defend your significant other's character. You should defend that. if you're an artist and there are people that are your peers within the industry that does not care for your art or your spouse's art, I don't think that you should police that. I don't think that that's fair. You're an artist. I talk about music all day. Why can I not discuss it?
If
Because
I'm a
it's your
basketball
wife?
player and Shannon Sharp or Skip say something adverse to my skills, which can affect my career, we can all talk shit on the internet about, say, what's his name, Westbrook. When Shannon Sharp or Skip say something and change the narrative, I'm going to have something to say about that because y'all have millions of followers that respect you and your opinion. And your opinion can change the way my career is going right now.
I don't think that for Alicia Keys and where she is. I think that as an artist, not every song is a bop. Not every song is groundbreaking. And it's okay to say, you're Alicia Keys, you're still great, but this song is trash. But that's not even what he said. Like, we didn't even say the song was bad. We just said it was a duet. And on that duet, Raphael Sadiq, that nigga had rent to pay. That nigga went in on that song.
A little weird to me, though. Because she's an R&B singer that's super positive, there's no reason to slander Alicia Keys at any point in time. It just doesn't make sense. It's not like a basketball player where you're playing against somebody else. You're playing against my favorite player. It's a competition. It's a competition in hip-hop. Who's the best MC? You know what I mean? Who got the better verse? There's like, why are you going at Alicia Keys with any kind of negativity is Swizz's point. Like,
I don't think it
for
was
what?
negative.
It was literally just how much I liked who on the song.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it. It wasn't that big of a
people
deal.
making it too much of a big deal. So I'm really going back and forth with y'all right now,
Yeah.
like defending different shit. But I really think, like, Swiss, I get it. I think you did a lot, but I can't tell a man what to do for his wife.
No, you
where I'm
can't.
at.
But I also feel like when you're like, I feel like there's a narrative that's starting to begin now that I can't critique somebody's art because you're somebody's husband or you're somebody's wife. And I don't think that that's the right narrative that we should have right now as a society. I feel like the art can be critiqued. Don't talk about their character. Don't talk about their personal business. But you can critique their.
If it was Beyonce speaking on Escape, if somebody said something, Beyonce was under the tweet saying, yeah, they got cooked. You don't think that that's something like, yo, why did Beyonce just do that?
Yeah.
Why did you just do that?
That would
to
not.
me?
I don't
You know
think
what I'm
that
saying?
that's. I don't think that that's a proper correlation because she's not into social media like that. But if Candy was to say like, "Yo, in verses, we washed SWV."
Okay, that's a direct thing. But what I'm saying is the push that happens when somebody who's known for something goes at somebody else who's known for the same thing. And I just feel like Joe being in the music, having a music podcast, having millions, he's known for having millions of followers and causing drama, being in drama. Him doing that to another musician created that thing. I agree, it was a lot. I can't tell what a person do to defend their family. Let's go to break. Okay, we're entering the final couple minutes of this. We did one. All right. Sorry, yo, it's hot. My balls are sweating.
Through the shorts.
Balls are sweating, son. For real. I'm gonna have a. It's at this point, it's safe to say Tahoe gave himself a vasectomy. No circulation.
Nigga said hashtag no
look at that,
circulation.
son. That's
Nobody
crazy.
wants to look at that.
Yeah, no.
Nobody wants to look
No,
at that.
thank you.
Nigga said you had a yeast infection. Nigga said you had the fat poom poom. Poom poom a turn up. Can we name this fat poom poom Tahoe, please?
Tahoe got fat pussy. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. All right. Cap or no cap?
That should be the name of the
Shut your
episode.
ass up.
Nigga said the shit looks hungry. Whoa. Malcolm.
Whoa.
No, I can't take it,
Whoa.
son. Malcolm's so fucking
you went
funny,
too far.
son.
Too far.
You're gone
That's not too
too
far.
far.
No, yeah.
That's not too
Look
far.
at Brandon, nah, slim pull.
What? Nah. Whoa.
Look,
Son.
that's what you get when you put your nuts on the
immediately
Zoom.
knew- Nah, you should have knew when right before you press send. You know his finger hovered over the send like.
Nah,
he still went.
Malcolm shit that shit with no remorse because Malcolm don't give a fuck. That nigga is in Washington State. He don't give a fuck about nothing we talking about. He is far removed.
Hungry. That's crazy. Cap or no cap? Somebody said gas so high you gotta get another job just to get to your first job.
No cap.
Yo, $5, $5 and change.
$6 in some places.
Yo, nigga, I was out in LA this year, and me and my girl literally was marveling at the way gas was. It was $6, and we was like, yo, this is how it is all the time out here. $5, $6. Came back and brought that shit back to New York. That shit went up from $3.50, $3.80, $4.20, $4.40, $4.70, $5.50, $5.78 a gallon.
Ridiculous.
I said, wow. Okay. What else you got here for me, Chelsea? Cap or no cap? Just because you FaceTime your man and he answer, don't mean I'm not right there being quiet.
No fucking cap.
No
I'll
cap.
never forget the day I almost got caught up like that. That's when I knew I had to leave the streets. That shit
told
was
us.
bad.
I'm
bro.
not bold enough to ever try no shit like that, but I've seen it being done, and I'm like, damn.
Niggas had me standing on the wall like a mugshot.
Y'all don't remember the story of me doing that shit in Atlanta? When I went to Cocktails live show, we go to the strip club. I leave the strip club with Shorty, with a chick that I met in the strip club.
I remember, yep.
Her man calls her while we're in the hotel. Yep. She's on FaceTime. I'm eating a box. She's on FaceTime with the nigga. She now, like, he's like, oh, where you at? She gets up, leaves the hotel. Mm-hmm. Where was we at? Yeah, we leave, I think.
Or Airbnb. It was something.
Something like that. It was her hotel room. No, it was her hotel room. Mm-hmm. And she gets in the car. And as she's getting in the car, I'm like, all right, bye. She grabs me and was like, come with. Like, she turned the camera and was like, come with. And is in the Uber on FaceTime, and I'm right next to her. In the Uber, my nigga. Back to the crib, hangs up with him. I'm tired, I'm getting drunk. Wow, she stayed with me for like 2-3 days.
Bro.
Crazy. Whew. Crazy. That's one of the wildest stories I've ever had in my life. Bugger, cap or no cap. Get you a me. I only cheat when you do. Cap or no cap.
That's the old me. I don't cheat no more.
Oh God, she's so garbage now.
I know.
She's
that's
so
the old
garbage.
me. And I wouldn't cheat unless you for me to cheat, you had to do something first. And it didn't have to be like all the way cheating. Like, I don't care if you was flirting with a bitch. That gave me the green light. I said, oh, you out here flirting? All right, nigga.
I say cap, man. Just break up with me. Yeah, don't be
So
vengeful.
you don't cheat if they cheat. You just leave.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah. This nigga Trump.
This nigga's disgusting.
This nigga Trump is a wild boy.
Don't put me through that.
Don't worry. I'll never let you find. I'll make sure you never find out. I don't let my niggas find out
when I cheat. It ain't no revenge. Well,
it's
I guess
revenge
it
for
is.
me.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
My revenge. I don't need the world to know about my revenge. I don't even need you to know about my revenge. It used to be my cardinal rule of toxicity.
I could dig it.
When I stop getting mad, worry. Mm-hmm. When I stop bitching, worry. Because that's when I already started to skip off somewhere else.
I done cap or no cap. I done been the main, the side, and the cheater.
Facts.
I understand it all.
No cap.
Yeah. No cap.
No cap. I done been the main, the side, and the cheater. I'm gonna go a little harder. I've been the one cheated on too.
Mm-hmm.
How many times you been cheated on?
Shit, I probably don't even know.
I was about to say you a fool if you think you know.
Right, yeah.
Because women are incredible.
Right.
Women are incredible, bro. Cap or no cap, I hate when my child asks where we going. Is it somewhere your broke ass gotta be?
No cap, son.
Yeah,
Stop fucking asking questions, bro.
Super no cap.
Son,
Your poor ass. You don't got don't worry about it. Wherever it is, you
Right.
gonna enjoy it or you not. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Ask me shit.
I personally don't like when my son just asks me. He asks me like, what we doing?
Yeah.
Yo, my nigga, you got money? Do you got plans? Why I gotta come up with some shit like all the time? We going to the park, motherfucker. Where we always go. What the fuck you mean? So, and he do this. Like, so, what's the deal? What we doing? Yo, what you mean? Do you have plans for us?
Yeah.
Son.
Motherfucker. You know who it is. He's like, so,
My fave.
you know, we
That's
just
the
here.
aggressive one?
Huh? No, fucking Elijah. He's chill. But God. Oh, mother.
You wasting his fucking time.
Yeah,
he needs to pick up 42 sticks, nigga. You wasting my fucking time.
Molly do that to me too. But the good thing about her is she's easily what's the word? Like she don't ask for much. Mm-hmm. So whatever we do, we could walk to the corner store and she's happy. She's just curious. She just wants to know what we're doing.
Like, I wish Parker was.
She ain't asking me like pressing me like, yo, make some plans. Like take me to Disney World. She ain't like that. She just curious. She wants to know what's going on.
Parker be pressing me, and if I don't have the right answers, she be like, I don't want to do that. I want to do this, mommy. Get the fuck out of here, bro. This is what we gonna do. Like, what's up with you? Fucking kids, man.
I
Don't
have
kids.
an interesting capital cap that's just for Dash, I guess. I don't know if Trump can get into this. Let me see. At Abby with you says, when I get engaged, I want to be completely surprised. I mean, not one clue. Don't ask me nothing. Don't tell me go do my nails. Don't be sus. I want to be jaw-dropped surprised. Cap or no cap?
Cap. Don't surprise me.
Don't surprise you.
I don't want that type of surprise. Like no inkling, no thought, no nothing. Nah. I gotta know.
You want to have your hair done?
Yo, son, imagine catching me out here being ugly, bro. And then, like, I fucking get engaged and I can't post a picture. I gotta wait, like, fuck, let me go to the nail salon real quick so I'm not gonna send y'all a picture via text message with my nails all fucked up. Like,
no cap. You want this shit to be a surprise. And if he was thoughtful about that, he could do it at a time where you're out and you already looking right.
Right. Make sure that my nails, it's the day after my nail appointment, and make sure my eyebrows don't look like how they was looking on Saturday.
So as long as he do that, it could be a surprise, right?
Yeah.
She did follow it up, said, I said don't tell me go do my nails. I never said don't make sure they're done.
Done.
Right. Other ways to make sure my nails are done without explicitly saying go get your nails done.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
How the fuck does go get your nails done correlate with me marrying you, bitch?
because that's not something that that niggas say normally. Like when
It's
you
suspicious.
care so much about my hands, that's like you being fishy. If you not checking, like I used to have a nigga that would literally look at my nails like, yo, babe, you need to fill in, go get your nails done. That's a different type of nigga. Gunna, he don't be giving a fuck. Like he don't realize like that. So if he tells me one day like, yo, babe, please go get your
He
nails
don't care
done, I'm
about
gonna be
his
looking
own
at him
well-being. I know he didn't care about yours. Been an excellent episode. You guys held it down. I feel like I can't really talk with my nuts trapped off like this. I was just chilling over here, nutsed out, huh? Nutso. Not Tahoe, nutso.
Shit.
Join the Discord. Watch the YouTube. Melly still posting videos over there. Love the comments. Thank y'all for all of the attention y'all giving the page.
Let me go home and suck some dick.
That might be the fucking
It's
title.
too hot for that shit, bro. Yup.
Plug the AC in.
You imagine?
Get it going.
AC, nigga, I got central air. That's why I gotta get the fuck out the ghetto.
Shit.
See how she
No
do?
excuse.
She really be talking shit. Like
It's the same temperature year round. Don't got nothing to do with how hot it is outside. Boy, I tell you.
Man, I'm leaving.
Go suck some sweaty balls.
So shameless.
Let me go suck some sweaty balls. I had a dream last night about you, Tahoe, and I had a dream that Amari and Elijah jumped you. Swear to God.
Premonition.
I had a dream that them niggas fucked you. I had a dream that they whooped your ass. You will go, you sweating hard. It's mad disgusting, Tahoe.
Yeah. That nigga be crispy. Yeah. Hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take a girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas on. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at cheese, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, got ass me poking. I'm sitting in the front cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I pass with an A, but